We're doing it.
Awesome.
Let me get my phone. We can share in the Discord. I love her so much. Calicos are like my favorite. I was melting. How's your hand doing where Clark crawled on you?
It's better now. It was okay like 2 hours after. I looked into it, and I think what it is hermit crabs have sharp legs. So I think that he like stabbed my arm. And then I wonder if I'm just like extra sensitive to it too. I don't feel like it should have had that bad of a reaction.
I know one of my friends, like if she got scratched, she would just welt up. So I'm wondering if it's like that kind of thing for you.
Yeah.
Double check real quick. Thank you. Jeez. I am so sorry.
No, you're good.
I'm gonna check my internet. Make sure I'm on the right one. And then it was just like, it does this weird thing where I try to switch onto it and it's like incorrect password. And the password hasn't changed.
Oh.
And and then you have to like hit it a couple times. So I'm sorry for the delay.
No, that makes sense. So can I see comments on here? Or do I have to pull it up on YouTube?
So you, Fefy, hey. So you might be able to, if you look at the bottom where it says comments, you can switch over real quick and look at them. There should be like a little
oh, I see. Okay.
Yeah, so you can like pop up the chat real quick. That's what I was doing with Mo because I was watching Alicia's chat on my phone, but you can also pull it up on your phone and watch the live chat.
Okay, that makes sense.
I wish like I'll have to let me do actually a screenshot. I'll have to show you what StreamYard looks like to the host. I wish everyone like saw it the way the creator does, or at least the way the chat looks to the creator, because it's helpful.
Right. It seems like it's pretty like user friendly for the creator, although it takes forever for the live chat to generate.
My live chat is already up for the whole video. Yeah, I don't know why. I was just like, I was shocked because I was like, I went to go look back to do timestamps and stuff because,
yeah,
you know, forever long. But yeah, I put one for when, you know, like Mo and everyone came in, and for when Diva left, and for when I started makeup. I'm gonna put one in for when I murdered the softbox. And then I also put one in for Lily Cat because that was the cutest thing in the world.
That's awesome. I had just like, I opened your live and I was just like, I just went to like a random part of it like the next day, and I instantly went to Thorn and Lily Cat, and I was like, that's perfect.
Yes. Like they just came back with her just draped, and I was like, ugh. I mean, you saw my reaction. I was dying because she was the cutest thing. Like Lily Cat makes me so happy.
Lily Cat is adorable.
That's what I always say, like Luna Cat. That's what I always call our kitty here. And I love that your guinea pig is named Luna too. that made me giggle, but I was loving your pets so much.
They're so cute.
They are. The squeaks give me life. Oh, Sharon. And I really didn't know that about like the bird chirp sounds. That was really interesting.
Yeah, I wouldn't have either, except I was really confused.
Right, like until you got a guinea pig who did it.
Right.
And you were like, why is there a hidden bird in my house?
Like, what is this?
That would be so confusing.
Yeah, it was really alarming at first.
Yes. Oh, Sharon, so the chats are preserved. It just takes a little bit of time for YouTube to render it for it to show up for everybody. So if you go back like a couple days later, usually, or even a few hours later, because lately it's been pretty quick, you will be able to read the live chat unless someone did turn it off. But I always leave up my live chat replays. Um, that was something I didn't realize until like earlier this year. Yeah, and then sometimes they take forever, and it's just like I don't understand. I don't
I'm
understand YouTube.
really confused. Like I was gonna say too that I bet that it's gonna take forever for like your 8-hour live stream to generate.
I know, I was shocked because I was like, this is gonna be forever. I was like, poor people who are trying to watch this and look at comments. But I was glad, like, I think Toya was able to watch the live chat replay.
Right, and it was like the next day.
Yeah, and I was happy, and I was like dying at her saying it was comedy gold. I was like, I'm very glad that we entertained you.
Did Toya watch the whole thing?
I don't know. She watched some of it, and then she came in because we were still live until the wee hours, and she got up for work and came on for a bit.
That's awesome.
I'm just like trying to get some things out of the way here so we can choppity chop some makeups.
I didn't want to do my makeup on camera because I'm still too chicken to do that, but I wanted something to do with my hands. So I am doing my unicorn latch rock.
I love it. My roommate would absolutely adore that. She loves unicorns so much.
Me too.
Oh yeah, you know, like that unicorn, like that hollow unicorn skull.
Yeah.
Portrait on Discord. I found one of those last year at home, but it's like black with like rainbow duochrome.
Ooh.
And I was like, I sent a picture and I was like, do you want me to get this for you? And I was like, it was like the second week of me living there, but I was just like, this is Abby. Like that's my love language. Like gifts are it.
Gift giving. That's awesome.
So I was just like, and plus I was like, hey, it can't hurt to get points with your new roommate. Yes, how is the sheeps? I try to be a good roommate. Honestly, like my roommates are really great people and I love them so much. Roberto, he's the one I talk about who is Puerto Rican. He is bilingual like you, Fefy, but he has like even like he definitely has a Puerto Rican accent, but it's not super heavy. So like he kind of sounds Puerto Rican American. But he's also been here for a few years, so you know like how your accent gets watered down as you live here, and then as soon as you go back home it like comes back.
Right.
Hello, Ani. Oh no.
Thorns here.
The worst. Hey, Bethany. Bad dance. Ah, it's a thorn. We were just talking about how adorable Lily Cat is.
So cute.
The cutest little kitty. Just trying to move some things around here and clear off space. So we don't get shadow on everything necessarily. Hello everyone, welcome. I did not share it in the chat, did I? Unless somebody else did. Very kindly. Oh, nope, let me grab it. Oh yeah, Thort, I made you a mod. Lily is, baby. And she definitely knows it. Like, the way she just was like, I love the tail so much.
Don't knock over my stuff.
She just was waving hello to us.
She is. She's famous now. Oh, okay. That's enough, Callie. Sit down. Always cat butt.
That makes me so happy. Always cat butt. Cat butt, cat butt. Love a cat butt. They're good butts. They're cute little butts.
And I can't push her away or say no to her.
Oh yeah, no, like your English is fantastic, Fefy. I know you were talking about how you're like self-conscious, but I wasn't joking when I said that you have better English and grammar than some of my family members.
Right.
Like I was like you speak like better English than a majority of Americans.
Absolutely.
Yeah, I foolishly put my magnetic palette in my lap and then forgot about it, and then it fell on the floor.
So what did you break?
I broke Fossick entirely out of its pan.
Oh.
From Divina, there are a couple Divina shadows. Theirs are softer and like have that more kick up, so I think that's why they broke.
Yeah.
They're just not as hard pressed. And then also Elphaba, which didn't come all the way out, but I think I'm gonna scoop the rest out, chop it all up, and repress.
That makes sense.
Because I was like, I don't know how well it would work to like repress on top of it. I think it would make more sense to just break it all up. But first, actually, let me look.
I've never Franken Makeuped anything, and Diva and Faye in the Discord always do such cool like Franken makeup.
Yeah, I really want to learn Spanish. I did a little bit of Spanish in like fourth grade, so I have like some things that are just stuck in my brain, like very, very basic ones. And then I have French stuck in my brain, which does help me with Spanish because, you know, they're both romance based Latin languages. So a lot of it overlaps. And, you know, ditto with English, a lot of it can, because we borrow. English is just a bunch of languages mushed into one. English, Spanish, everything. We just said a little bit of this. It's how I feel about English.
English is such a confusing language too.
I had this conversation with my friends. She's half Puerto Rican, and I was having a conversation with her cousin who's from Puerto Rico, and he's like Roberto, my roommate. He went to a bilingual school and like started English pretty young, so that's why like he can literally switch seamlessly back and forth. It's absolutely incredible to watch. Like, I mean, like, and I don't mean like, oh, it's amazing, but I just like genuinely like I don't think my brain could make that switch that quickly, and it's impressive to watch him just like seamlessly go back and forth, like when his mom comes, because she doesn't speak much English, so she translates for him. Also, one of the first things she said to me was my freckles were beautiful, and I was like and like to have someone tell you your freckles are beautiful, and like her beautiful Spanish accent, like, you know, Puerto Rican accent in Spanish, it was like, because everything sounds more beautiful in Spanish, like, let's be real.
Yeah. I for work I work with some Spanish interpreters sometimes, and there was one time when the interpreter got messed up, so the client was talking to them, and then the interpreter turned to me and started speaking in Spanish by accident. I was like, no,
My
wrong one.
Was trilingual, my seventh grade teacher. So she was French and then immigrated to the US when, or no, she was in France for her childhood, and like, you know, she very much still had a very happy French accent. I love Madame More was her name.
I like that name.
Right. Oh, it's a great name, and it just rolls off the tongue. But she also taught Spanish at school because she was trilingual and she was fluent in all three, English, Spanish, and French, which is impressive AF. Like anybody who is multilingual, I was like, you have my respect because I'm trying to get there. And like every once in a while, she would like walk into the class and like start speaking Spanish to us. in our French class. Oh no, it was always a good time.
That's awesome.
We always appreciate a lesson. Yeah, like I wish I could switch more seamlessly. I wonder if that like also plays in with how your brain learns, because it's like harder to learn as an adult once those pathways are set in.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm so sorry, Thorn. I would have like shoved all the money at you to buy me sunscreen. I still need to order from Yes Style.
I've never
Spanglish.
ordered anything from Yes Style.
I really, really want to go to the Kumano Brush Festival. So that's where they make all the Japanese brushes in Kumano, and they have a brush festival every year when it's not a pandemic. And I desperately want to go.
That'd be really cool.
Yeah. See, I was like, I wish I could have taken both, because like my French has come in handy, but like Spanish would be more useful.
Yeah,
Here in America, at least. Because
I failed Spanish in high school, so I speak no language.
I know. I was like, us poor ignorant Americans. They failed us as kids, man.
Yeah, I failed out of Spanish. I cannot speak Spanish.
This is like, I don't know where else to go besides Yes Style to get like the Centella green. Like you said, besides going to Japan. Which is sort of not an option because they would kick us out immediately. Because we are filthy Americans, which is fair.
That is fair.
Hey, maybe when you're doing live streams with us in English, it'll come more seamlessly to you. Ooh, okay. I see.
Fefy, you learned English when you were in your mid to late 20s. That's actually really impressive. Your English is really good.
Seriously. See, like this spray, this is the C3 I was talking about. But like all it says for ingredients is, I'll take a picture of it and I can put it in there. It's like, it's an approved EPA hospital disinfectant, but they don't like give you the full ingredient list. And I don't know if it's because they don't want it to be stolen, but also I'm like, I would like to know what is in it. I bought this before I like knew more about ingredients and skincare and all that good stuff. But it has chlorine dioxide, N-alkyl dimethylbenzyl, ammonium chloride, N-alkyl dimethylethylbenzyl, ammonium chloride, and then other ingredients 99%. So that's why I'm like, I think I might switch to Beauty Queen or something that has the full ingredient list online and stuff, because like for Toya, I don't think this has fragrance. Like, now it just smells like disinfectant. Oh, Callie, you're so cute. But I'm just like, I was just gonna just spray the shadows real quick before I chop them up in my spaces here. And the pans, since I dropped them, just doesn't seem like a terrible idea, you know? Oh my gosh, I might have to go let a poodle out of her crate because she's currently dying.
Oh.
Right now she's just going, oh.
I think I heard her.
Yeah, I was like, you might hear her. Yeah, see, I was like, I have my 70% alcohol. I also have that. And it's like, it's been harder to find because of the pandemic. So like, that's why I've been looking at more of the beauty spray alternatives. Right, like this is what I just go with typically. And then I put it in like a spray bottle like this.
Yeah, I was gonna ask you where you found that. It's like, You
This
can
is
you
from
got it?
Target, but no, it's like been impossible to find isopropyl alcohol. This was pre-pandemic, and so like I've been hoarding it. But like that's why I'm like, okay, I'm gonna have to do the beauty spray alternatives. That's why I did link the Beauty So Clean, and I think um that watery hand sanitizer that's just IPA water. Right. Yeah, I'm curious. I want to try the Purito Centella Green that Bethany and Thorn recommended. We might have to go on a little adventure to relieve a poodle from her prison.
Dramatic.
And I can. They are so dramatic. Fefy knows, like literally. I'm sure this is what like Sheep was doing to her as soon as mommy left the apartment. Like
How is she doing, Fefy?
yes, how is the sheepsters? See, I was just like, I just want something fungal acne safe, please. All right. Adventure time, Xander. Should we go relieve the poodles from their prisons? He's in bean mode currently. My room is a disaster, so I'm sorry.
Aw.
Where's your face? It's so hard to see. I'm so sorry. That wasn't a really good view of the dog, but
You can see a dog there.
here he comes. He took his medicine with Mo and I while we were live.
I saw that.
Because he gets acid reflux, so he's got the disabilities too. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh.
Aw.
Oh. Oh, thank you. Okay, hold on. There you go, bud. She's such a goofball. She's not yet 2 years old, so she's still a puppy and very excited.
Oh.
Yes, and you have opinions. Ellie. That was her opinions.
So excited.
So excited.
All the puppies.
Oh my gosh. You better stay off. You know better. Okay, go potty. Alright. Xander almost fell down the stairs. Because he got overly excited. Oh. Lear, don't eat too much of the food that's not for you, bud. The only bad thing about having dogs on different food formulas. Okay, there we go. Sorry about that. I was like, her whining was driving me crazy.
What's her name?
Her name is Elle. We call her Elle for short, or 11.
Oh, after Stranger Things?
Yes.
Nice.
Yeah, my roommates like Stranger Things. Oh, and Elle is a good name for her. We call her Ellie, Elephant. All the nicknames.
I love that.
She's a silly, silly dog. And she is so much fun. Oh, poor guy. They're so tiny and dramatic.
Oh, Sheep is a drama king.
Oh. We'll have to stay live until Irene can come. She just said in Discord. Let's see, where is it? Patiently waits to leave the hospital so I can decompress with this live. And we don't need to be concerned because she's a doctor.
Yes.
And because Ani was like, hospital? But no, I'm like 95% sure she's just like doing rounds or something.
Yeah, I know. At first I was like, oh, and then I was like, oh, wait, no,
yeah,
Irene.
As
yeah.
a medical student, not a patient.
Yeah. Wait, no, we're talking about Irene. It's okay.
Yes. Irene is safe. She's doing her doctor thing and being a wonderful doctor. I'm excited for her patients. I figured I would go, because I did post this in the Discord, but I have a mini haul. And you couldn't really see these in Discord, but the little packets that the nail thing was sitting under, I don't know if it has.
Yeah.
They're little bat lights.
Oh.
I'll have to put batteries in it, but they're little bats.
Do they light up?
Yeah, it has a battery pack. I need to put batteries in it, but look how cute they are.
That's so cute.
I found them at Michael's, but I have pumpkins, so I'm just going to stick them in there.
That's a good idea. I am so excited for Halloween.
Me too. I cannot wait to pull out my Halloween decor. You guys have seen me in the garage. I have the jack-o'-lantern head that sits behind me. He just hangs out and judges silently.
I already pulled out my Halloween stuff. August wasn't over, and I was like, you know, what is time? What is 2020? I'm just gonna pull this out.
I also have a pumpkin sign. It's like, it looks like neon. It's from Target. They're like little signs. And like one is like a pumpkin outline and the other's a bat. They're super cute and they're orange and purple.
Oh, that sounds really cute.
Yes, exactly. They've been up all year since last year. Yes, your challenge sounds exciting. It looks fun.
Yes,
Also,
I'm excited for that.
Can I ask you a question, Bethany? For Coco, are you thinking color inspiration? Because I wasn't sure what you were thinking with that one specifically, and I do not want to put words into your mouth. Halloween this year. Freaking bats. They're so cute, Fefy. And then I think these are lashes that T got me. Alternate universe. I'm so excited. It's going to be so much fun. I highly doubt I'll be able to do either. I don't think I'll be able to do every single day, but I will do as many as I can.
No, I don't have the...
Okay. I will say, can we avoid doing sugar skulls on white people? Just as a question. Because I was like, what, my best friend is Mexican American, and that's just like a little bone I have to pick when that happens. Like skulls are cool, but like sugar skulls specifically like have a cultural nuance to it and are specific to Mexican culture. But like the alebrije, like, oh, I wish I could figure out how to screen share on my iPad, but like when sweet little, yes, it's a spiritual thing. And I really like that, like Coco, I didn't think you were thinking anything along those lines anyway. Bethany, like I said, I didn't want to put words into your mouth. But I did want to ask. But I know you're open to like learning and everything and a sweet human. So I'm glad we can like have these conversations. It is. And like, oh gosh, and now I can't think of the altar's name in Spanish. But Alejandra, if you want to say it in Spanish, but she did her altar last year with like her grandmother and everything. And like people she's lost in her life, her best friend who unfortunately died by suicide. So, you know, like things like that. It's like Bethany said, it's a very spiritual thing and it's like, it's very sacred. That's right. Oh, I love that. You know what would be cool? You could collab with her for the Coco Day and maybe do a sugar skull on her.
That would be really cool.
Because that would be super cool. That's it. And like that's like a cultural exchange, like that's okay if you guys are like both mutually agreeing and respectful. And like that's what I like. Oh yes, no, like I didn't think that you were thinking along those lines at all. Like I just that's what I love about you. Like you have always been so open anytime someone speaks, and like you're a great example of someone in LGG who like always wants to grow and just like do better and learn. And obviously you have an incentive because your family is, you know, you have a mixed racial family, and that's something very important to you. But I still so appreciate like how open and like caring and accepting you are, and you actually listen, and it's so appreciated.
Absolutely.
Oh, I love that. See, yeah, I love that. And like in like anyways, you know, anybody can, and you can like even do, you don't even have to do culturally specific altars. There's like everybody can do like, you know, like a remembrance for their family. Yeah, I'm very sorry for your loss. That's so hard. But yeah, I'm like that would be super cool, you know, like pandemic and all that good stuff permitting. Oh, I see. That's so hard. Well, I'm really glad that she had as long as she did. That's really hard. I actually had I worked with someone in high school who was developmentally disabled, and he recently passed away in like the last year, and like it's so sad. It's so sad
Yeah, it
when
is really sad.
someone's life expectancy is so short. It makes me think of Claire Wineland, who had cystic fibrosis, and she got her double lung transplant. Um, yes, that is absolutely so true, and thank you, Olivia, for pointing that out.
That is a really good
Not,
point.
yeah, not everybody celebrates it the same way. I, and like I said, Olivia, I appreciate your perspective on this too, because obviously I'm very white. Yes, I love that. That's what my friend's mom did. She unfortunately had cancer, passed away, and she requested that all of us wear colorful spring dresses to her funeral.
Oh, I love that so much.
Yes, and so and like we had like music, like we played like banana pancakes, and stuff, and like where is the love, like you know, like the early 2000s, like we played like those songs at her, like Amber was the best. It was a great celebration of her life. And when you came in, her casket was like a light oak natural casket, like with no fancy hardware or anything. I don't even know if it really had much. But then from like head to toe and flowing onto the floor, it was just covered in wildflowers. Beautiful.
That is really cool.
It was, I was like, that is so Amber. Thank you also for that too. I wasn't sure if it was just Mexican specific. I am only familiar with the Dia. I'm having trouble speaking today, so I'm just not even gonna try. But yeah, I was like, I am only familiar with the Mexican specific cultural with Dia de los Muertos. I kind of said it. I'm sorry if I totally butchered it that time. Blech. But yes, that is all. Like, I'm only familiar with the Mexican cultural perspective. So please feel free to school me or even like add links. Olivia, hold on. Olivia, I added you as a moderator, so you can add links if you have any you would like to share.
Yeah, that would be awesome.
Yeah, it was super, super cool. I really like it, gave me like a perspective on how like I would like to do my death plan personally, because I also ask a mortician. She's really fantastic. Yes, I love that so much. And especially if you're a part, like, he was a part of the culture. That's really cool. I love that. I'm going to go grab the dogs super duper quick. 1 second.
I've never heard of Ask a Mortician before. I think somebody in LGG has mentioned it before, but I'm not sure.
Hey, we're back.
Yeah, I'll have to check out her channel because I have heard really good things.
Yeah, I really like Ask a Mortician, and she is very, like, culturally aware, and is respectful when speaking about other cultures or people in different cultures. Like Sachi Bartman, who was used like a circus attraction. She is an African woman, and I can't, like, set my brain isn't working today, so I can't remember her specific tribe, and I don't want to misspeak and mislabel her. But she specifically used Sachi's real name, her, like, her indigenous name, instead of calling her Sarah, which is the name that we white people gave her. Oh wait, did it not? Add moderator, why didn't? There we go. Okay, I was like, I hit add mod. There we go. Now you are. Rude. I appreciate that, Olivia. Or even if you want to, like, toss it in Discord, under like activism and resources, that'd be cool too. Or even like if you post it here, I can grab the links and post them there and pin it. I just love this sword. Oh.
I have to go through like all of the pinned messages in the activism and resource section because there's so many good resources and I haven't had time to just like read them through.
I so appreciate everybody, like, everybody who's here. Thank you so much for like sharing the resources you have, because I so appreciate it. And like, I mean, it helps me. Like I said, we mods are here to learn as well, and I appreciate it so much.
Yeah, absolutely. Like I learned so much just being like a part of LGG and like the Discord.
Good boys, and yeah, it's absolutely amazing. And just like I love, like I said, like I love that we can just have open conversations, and talk about things like this. It makes me happy that we have a space like this. It truly does.
Right. And like so many people who are like open to learning and like open to those conversations because you don't always find that, obviously. So it's really nice to have that space.
As we have unfortunately witnessed.
Yep.
Why did I do that? We have a crying laughing emoji. I'm not sure if you were a viewer or being a troll.
Yeah, I saw that. I'm slightly confused.
Yeah, no, sometimes I'm like, are you a troll? Are you a real human laughing at our conversation? I'm gonna give you the benefit of the doubt until you insult us.
Right, Sharon, like all of the lives and like LGG and like having a space to go and still have social interaction. Like I know that we've talked about this a bunch, but like I know personally for me it's been like so huge, and I know like we've all talked about that.
I love you, Fefy.
Oh no, Fefy.
Right, you're just like, sweetie, no. Like put down the. Oh, hello. Welcome. Sorry, I did not mean to call you a troll. It's just like sometimes you don't know when random people with usernames you don't recognize come in. Well, welcome, PJ Mac. If you feel comfortable, share where you're from or your country. but also don't feel obligated. Yay, humans. Of course not. I love you. This has been Petty Post by Fefy for today.
This has been... Yes. The highlight of every day.
Trying to clear some of this off. Oh, very nice. We have, I was like, I don't think anyone in here right now is from the UK or England. I think Isabel, another lemon tree, is probably asleep.
Yes.
Isabel is up so late. All the time. I so appreciate when she pops in.
I know. And she comes like a decent amount too.
Oh yeah, a lot. No, she was there Sunday Flex. It was wonderful to like talk to her face to face because we talked a little bit after class, and like it was so fun to hear her accent in person too. And like, because you know, everybody, like, not everybody in England has the same accent. A lot of us think of like the stereotypical like American Cockney accent, like, you know, like the, you know, like that dumb shit. Like it's like that's not what people sound like.
Right.
Right, like there's Northern, London, Sussex, plenty of different places in England alone that, you know, have different accents. It's just kind of like not everybody in the US has the same accent. Audra kills the London accent. The sequel.
Petty Post.
Audra's accent is so good. Yeah, no, I started with Alicia, and then I went to Emily and Audra's lives, and I had already like watched Kelsey, and from them branched onto Chelsea. Right, you don't all sound like all of I'm sorry, what? You don't sound like a Dickens orphan all the time?
Who knew?
Oh my god, that thank you for that comment.
I know, I love it. And
that's amazing.
I just want to say, Fefy, like, you don't have to get over anybody white-splaining things to you.
Yeah, no, you don't. Don't. Please, may I have some more? Yes, exactly. John McLean. I feel like John McLean's is like pretty manufactured because if you look at his old videos, his accent is like really Scottish brogue. He's got more of the Scottish brogue. Shall I sweep the chimney? I'm sorry, I'm gonna stop doing my horrible Cockney accent to stop embarrassing myself when there's an actual English person in the room.
It's amazing.
It was like Audra was like, "Oh my god, I forget when Isabel's here, and I always embarrass myself." When she said that, I was like, "I feel that so heavily with my English friends." I'm like, "I'm really sorry. I'm the dumb American. Or, I'm sorry, the ridiculous American." Eyeshadow on everything, always. Scottish brogue is the best thing on this earth. I'm also biased because I'm Irish and Scottish heritage.
Makes sense.
Yeah, no, like I really feel that because like I'll like slip into like I'll do like a little Kentucky twang, and then every once in a while I like have like a northern long A in there. Like you know what I'm talking about because you're a Minnesotan. Like,
yep.
Oh yeah, Jamie has a fun one. Jamie has a good accent. I can't think of, is it Kelly MacDonald? I think, who plays Merida. I love her accent. See, my goal is to be Merida. My hair is like not quite that red, but I'm working on getting my hair to live up to that texture. And I really want a Shire horse, but I've always wanted a Shire horse. That's what she rides. Because there's Clydesdales, and those are from England, and Shires are farther north, and they're Scottish. And Shires are even larger than Clydesdales.
Really?
Yes.
That's really hard
They're
for me to like
even,
wrap my head around and
yeah.
understand.
And Shires are almost always black, whereas Clydesdales can be black to brown.
Huh.
Yes, Shires are so much fun. I love them. I really want a draft horse. Fun fact, PJ Mac, but I am a horseback rider. Oh, see, I am a natural ginger. They are an amazing large workhorse, and the best thing about draft horses is like they're like 9 times out of 10 they're the sweetest things. They live up to the gentle giant name. It's
That's fun.
hilarious to like watch some of them like interact with children because they're like when they place their foot down like near a child and like being so careful and exact like I'm gonna hurt them.
That is so sweet.
Yes, that's what I was talking about with like when you're riding and like learning how to ride, having a horse that will take care of you is the best thing. The horse I learned dressage on that saved my ass a lot, her name is Gala, and she is part draft horse. She is from a line of breeds called warm bloods, and they're all horses that were mixed with sport horses and draft horses, and they were used in cavalry in like the old times in war. And then that from there those breeds went into warm bloods, and that's what we use a lot of times for dressage and competitions in English riding. um, Warm bloods are very popular. There's a whole bunch of different breeds within the discipline. Yeah, Gentle Giants has some fun episodes. They are big old horses. Yeah, Clydesdales are giant, but but Shires are even bigger. I love me some horses. You can get me talking forever about them. Yes. Yes, we are. Yay. Oh, that's so cool. Tennessee Walkers are a lot of fun too. Also half ginger. I'm a redhead. Mine is just like darker. Yes. It's so true, honestly though. Like that counts, Thorn. Um yeah, horses cost a lot to care. It costs a lot to keep, to house, alone, to feed. If you want a horse that's working and can ride, that you can ride, it's even more expensive.
That makes
Yeah,
sense.
my little second cousin, she's full ginger, but like her mom is like white ginger, and then her dad is Cuban. Oh my god, vet bills are so expensive. And fun fact, horses cannot throw up. So if they choke, you have to call the vet.
Oh,
Yes.
why?
They don't have a gallbladder to store bile, and it just like became as it evolved as a mechanism. They are also what you call hindgut fermenters. So they have something called a really large cecum in their lower intestine, and it just like holds fiber for a longer amount of time and gives more surface area for their body to absorb it, so they can digest fiber that way. And that's what hindgut fermenters are.
Huh.
It's interesting. They like hindgut, so basically they digest more in their lower intestine than they do in their upper.
It's really interesting.
Yeah, it's not fun. Oh, I love it. Gala is and Oldenburg, which is a German breed. They're a lot of fun. They're beautiful horses.
Horses are really
So
cool.
cows only have one stomach, but they have 4 chambers to their stomach. Fun fact. That is like something that people got like crossed because it is like 4 separate chambers, so it does kind of look like 4 separate organs, but it's all a part of the same stomach system.
That one I think I knew.
I was like, yeah, because you're Midwestern, so
we love our cows here.
what you do.
There's a lot of people here too, like around me, because I live, it's not like a rural area, but it's right next to a bunch of farmland, if that makes sense. And so a bunch of people here have like horses and things, but I have a healthy respect and interest of horses, but also somewhat of fear.
And like, if I can convert you, I will.
I love horses. I just am slightly scared of them after my tree hitting accident.
I'm so sorry, Bethany. Cancer's so expensive, and so are horses, but you know, your mom's life takes precedence in that. I had a horse. I had an off-the-track thoroughbred, and when my parents divorced, I had to sell her. So I understand it sucks a lot, and I haven't had a horse since, but one day I will have one again.
Yeah,
but
that's really
for cows, I can actually turn that down. They have the rumen, the omasum, the abomasum, and those are let's see, and then their reticulum. Those are the 4 parts.
Ooh, donkeys would be cool.
I was like, here, let me see if I can get, but there is their stomach, and it goes from here to there, but it's all one part, and it has 4 pieces to it. Cows are very interesting.
If I can find it, I'll share in the Discord later. There's a picture of me, and I'm in South Dakota, and I'm trying to feed bread to a donkey, but the donkey like pinned me up against the car.
Oh no!
And my parents' reaction was to take a bunch of photos.
Of course it was.
I'll share in the Discord if I can find it.
Oh god, that sounds like my family. Like, oh, we're in distress. Let's take some pictures.
Seems like a good one for the script.
Not helpful. That would be a pain in the ass. Literally, maybe.
Sharon, I will definitely share pics.
Yes, so it all has to do with how we evolved and our different digestive processes and our diets. Yep, they're herbivores, so they have to have more surface area for their stomach to be able to digest and absorb fiber. Cows are super sweet. Copper Bell, that's so cute. Oh yes, equines, anything with teeth can bite you. And beware, that's the end that doesn't bite. That's like solid life advice 101. I was like, if you're petting an unknown animal, I'm just saying.
Go for the end that can bite you.
I mean, and I guess horses that can backfire because then they could kick you, but
Merch.
Right, I was like, is this my merch idea? Is this my brand? That sounds potentially vaguely sexual if you don't know what I'm talking about.
Right?
Which, honestly, that's probably my brand. Because I sent something with Thorn and Fefy. I can't remember if Mo was still there, but it definitely just sounded terribly sexual. It was just like, as it was coming out of my mouth, it was just like, yep, heard it as soon as I said it.
That's awesome.
Like, I can't take it back. I have not.
That's awesome.
Interesting. A boa constrictor. What did that feel like?
When I was a teenager, I had friends who had a bunch of snakes, and they would like breed mice, so I'd watch the snakes eat all the time.
That's awesome.
It made me sad because the poor little mice, but
I'm so sorry about your snake.
oh, that is really sad.
Horse person. I need a tattoo that's just kidding. I'm just gonna get a giant horse tattoo from Teresa Sharp to state my horse personness.
That's awesome.
I was like, it's just like Teresa's garbage person.
I need to get
graphic
myself some garbage person merch.
A horse person a la BoJack Horseman.
I haven't watched that show in so long.
They do need to eat. Oh, okay. That makes sense because it's a quick strike and the Franken Makeup is right here. I can't tip it too much. I'm trying to figure out if I can like pull up my phone and maybe like do an overhead view and then have like me come in as a third screen. I don't know if that makes sense.
You're off work, Irene.
I'm so happy you're off work and that you can hang here. We love dogs.
Fire Elmo.
Don't know if you were here when we showed the doggos, but there were doggos earlier in the stream. Oh, I have a pit bull terrier. I love me a good bully breed.
I really like
Sarah isn't here to also gush about her beau.
They get a bad rap.
Do feel free to fall asleep as we. Yeah, sorry. I've just been trying to prepare my area up here.
Kelly.
I love.
Somebody just pulled up in the parking lot.
She's like, "Bish, who just came in here?"
Yeah, like, excuse you, we're doing something.
Yes, like, ooh, that'll be so fun. See, that's so sad.
I don't think I knew that.
I didn't realize that they were like outright banned. You have summoned Thorn. There is a kitty. Oh my god, that's awful. Like, I couldn't even risk doing that because if somebody took my healthy pet and put it down, I would murder them. Like, if someone hurt Xander, I would go serial killer on everybody who was involved. Like, yeah, no, and Dexter looks so good. He does not look like a 14-year-old dog. Like, props to Bethany, because that, like, he obviously is so well taken care of.
Yeah.
When you said that, I was like, yeah, it's really like, it's about the training and it's about the breeding too, yep. Because people are also breeding dogs they shouldn't with anger issues or neurological issues necessarily that are like cause like catastrophic incidents in dogs later in life. I'm not, like I don't want to discourage disabled dogs because I love them too. I actually I want to foster disabled doggos when I have the ability.
That's awesome.
That is something I would like to do, or disabled animals in general, because they just they don't get enough love, and neither do disabled people, honestly.
Yeah, my mom just retired, and she's looking into like the training for training what is it called? Seeing eye dogs.
Yeah, it's a lot of work.
Yeah.
It is so much work. Just a forewarning. Service dog work it's long and it's difficult, and you are dealing with a puppy.
Right. Yeah, and she's
not every dog makes it through training either. Some dogs wash out, like Xander's an ESA, but I originally he was a service dog prospect, but he washed out because he likes to enjoy life too much, and I didn't want to because he loves to smell things, and I'm just like, you love to smell things so much, I'm just gonna let you smell things, and we'll have you, I'll take you wherever I can and do emotional support animal work with you. Yeah. And even that is difficult. And people don't train their ESAs enough, especially because I was training him when he was under 2, and I took him to class at OSU with me.
Nice.
And it was a lot of fun. And it always cheered up college students, which is nice.
It is nice.
Oh, awesome. Bethany, congratulations to her. Being a vet tech is difficult, serious props. Because techs and nurses with people and non-human animals do not get enough. Y'all just don't get enough props for what you do. Blah, 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 blah. I wonder, should I respond to my boyfriend? Oh. Yes, no, and that is absolutely sometimes when trauma is done, it's unfortunately sometimes that the damage is done. And there are those cases. And it's and hopefully everybody you go through every step to ensure to try and save that animal before you have to arrive at that final decision, because that's really hard. And it's definitely there's definitely nuance to it, and it's definitely a very situational basis.
Right, my brother and his girlfriend rescued a Whippet Hound mix. He's super cute. But with his past, he's mostly good, except they noticed that when my brother's girlfriend had a purse with a chain on it, he would just was not okay. So for the most part, he's okay, but then there are certain triggers that just bring something back.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, it's just humans who have PTSD, and there are always some things that are gonna be an issue for you, even if you have the techniques to cope with it. And hopefully that's what we can give a non-human animal to feel safe, so they can work through that reaction and those emotions in without hurting anyone or another animal.
Right. Well, and slight mental health tangent too, but when I work with clients, I like to use that idea of dogs with trauma, because I think that that's something that people kind of recognize. Dogs who have been hurt might have certain triggers or have problems with wearing hats. And so I use that kind of analogy when I'm working with parents with kids with trauma, and they're this happened in the past, why don't they get over it? Well, it's kind of in animals. They have that memory. Jeez, Callie.
She said, I'm important. Here I am. That's so sad. We're having that, they're trying to pretty much wipe out gray wolves right now. I know that's been a huge issue here, but yeah, we have a lot of diverse wildlife, which is really cool. And America's also huge. But I'm just thinking, even in like Ohio, we have coyotes, wolves, bears. You can get mountain lions here.
Yep.
Yeah, and it's so sad. Nesh, that's super cute.
Yes, Sharon, the wolf issue is huge in Minnesota.
Yep. And honestly, like, we need wolves so they can eat our overpopulation of white-tailed deer. Yeah, I'm in Columbus, Ohio, aka Flavortown. I'm going to mention that petition every single time. Get used to it. There's a petition that someone started in Columbus to change Columbus to Flavortown.
So
Yeah, we have deer here as well. There's so coyotes are pretty skittish. They're very like skinny and mangy looking. So like how like Wile E. Coyote looks, like if you just translated that truly into like a real life animal, like they are like more scruffy and gray, and have like the long snouts and like skinny, and tend to carry their heads low and do the lope. But yeah, unless they were like really, really hungry or threatened, I don't see a coyote attacking a human. Like unless they were cornered or very, 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 very hungry. Mostly like they're more of like a scavenger. They don't typically, like, unless it's like a small animal, they don't usually, if it's a bigger thing like a human, like they would scavenge after the fact. Right, yeah. It's really Flavor Town.
Yeah,
I remember you saying that, Bethany.
You'd have to be like coming at them.
Yes, it's like it's really only if they're threatened, and like I said, if they were starving and like you were the only option of like living food in the area. I have too much anxiety to be a mayor, guys. It does. It makes them interesting. Gotta be careful. And before I start chopping this up, hold on.
I worry more about like raccoons than coyotes when I'm camping, though.
Yeah, those little fuckers will steal everything.
Mm-hmm.
They're truly masked bandits, PJ.
Trash panda.
They will, and they can climb and get into anything. It's rude. I'm sorry if you can hear that grape crunch.
So have you started the Franken makeup process, or are you still in the setting up process?
I just dumped the first shadow on, and I'm like wiping off my tool real quick here, and I'm going to try and, like I said, do the aerial view. I love possums. I took a veterinary entomology class at OSU, and that's Ohio State, not Oklahoma State, by the way, because I know some people, Western Southerners, sometimes get confused when I say OSU.
Bethany, I love that name for a raccoon, Little Debbie.
Oh my god, that's adorable.
My great grandpa had raccoons as a pet. He would like take baby raccoons that were like sick or something. I'm not exactly sure, but then he would like hang out with them and nurse them back to health and then let them go.
Yeah, that's how my friend got one. She was like, unfortunately, like her mom had passed away and she was abandoned in her nest, and was the only one there. So they raised her. Little Debbie is in snacks. Yeah, I don't know anything about possums in the UK. I like our gray fuzzy ones with the naked tails. Those are my kind of possums. Yes, they are lean, mean, tick-eating machines, and they also can carry like all of their babies at once. It's impressive.
Yeah, they're really cute.
Let me see if I can do this.
My parents, they live in the like suburbs of Minneapolis, but they had a possum just like running on the top of their fence, which isn't something that you see every day.
Thorn, I'm laughing at, once I do the same by accident, you will be free in Discord.
Yeah. How do you accidentally go live for 8 hours?
Don't touch me!
How does that happen?
I don't know, distractions. Swiss cheese brain. Yes, they do. Yes, they do. Yeah, ticks are an absolute, like, they're literally evil and they deserve to never exist on this planet again. Ditto mosquitoes. Y'all can just die. They're both like huge vectors for several like really horrible diseases. Yes. Yes. It just takes me a while to do makeup because I'm slow with the chronic illness. And I talk. I don't know.
Okay.
Nothing bad. A CeraVe bottle fell. An empty CeraVe bucket fell.
I was worried it was your makeup.
The palette is here on the desk secure. We're not making that mistake again.
You're gonna have a lot more
to myself. Like, I'll go to put it in my lap, and you're gonna be like, "No, Emily!" Like,
yeah, you're gonna have a lot more to Franken makeup.
Yesterday, 2 days ago, whatever it was. Yes, and like end stage Lyme and chronic Lyme is absolutely awful. I actually thought Lyme disease, chronic Lyme was on the list for one of my possible conditions for my chronic illness before it was ruled out with all of my blood work. Rip bucket. Newborn photography. Like, props to you. But I guess like babies, as long as they're not crying, you can just kind of like do your thing. I love a good cup of tea. I just got some ginger tea per Mo's recommendation. I don't think it's not the exact one that she recommended, but I got some ginger tea. I'm excited to try it. I hope you have a delicious cup of tea because that's always necessary. And yes, as long as it don't put it in my lap, it's fine.
Babies are very movable.
I love that.
That is true. They're they're not mobile, but you can move them.
Milk and sugar are also delicious. I'm lactose intolerant, so I would use like soy or something. And sometimes I'll use honey as well. But I love a good sugar cube. Also helpful for horses. But you don't want to give them too much sugar. Same with humans. Kind of like same thing. There's balance. Babies are very movable. This is like, I haven't been around like little babies in a while, so I'm just like thinking back and I'm like, yeah, that makes sense. Although I did just meet my little second cousin. I'm like basically like his aunt.
Aw.
I'm gonna mute this and hold on. Camera. Facing back. Okay. That should do it. Oh wait, no. Sorry, I'm trying to figure out how to show you the
Frankening.
The Frankening. There we go. Okay. I'm trying to think thing because I don't have like a stand yet. I need to look at that one that SD linked and try and get something like that.
I want to get more into Franken makeuping. I've never done it, but I love seeing all of the like cool things that people make in the Discord. Like I'm thinking of like Diva had the Zelda mint tin that she put, like I can't remember what she put in it, but it was super cool.
It's me. Oh no. I'm echoing myself.
The Frankening does sound like a good horror movie.
Da, 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 da.
The Frankening. It kind of reminds me of didn't Bob's Burgers have an episode that, I don't know. It reminds me of something that would be a Bob's Burgers thing.
Right though. Like I'm trying to think of what I can stack and stand here.
Ooh, Bethany, you should go live when you Franken your ABH shadows. Camera acrobatics.
Camera acrobatics. Yeah, I'm sorry if I'm making anyone sick right now. I'm just like, I'm trying to figure out how the hell I'm to do this.
I was just gonna ask that to Thorn that if you Franken the ColourPop Super Shock, are they gonna dry out? Haley, please don't scratch my couch. We're not gonna do that.
Not today, ma'am.
Not today.
I'm so frustrated.
Yes, Bethany, the bleakening. That was the Bob's Burgers thing. And on Halloween, the bleaken comes.
You can see my iPad. No, my crap. I'm so sorry. I'm just like, I wish I had a little. Ooh, you know what? I might have like a selfie stick somewhere. That's kind of working. How is this 2 cameras? I went from my phone. I'm wondering if I can just like move it over.
Oh, are you on 2 devices?
Yes, I have my phone and my iPad up. So
that makes sense.
I joined from my phone. So you can see my face, but also see the Franken makeups.
I just want them out of my life. I know that, Lord.
How is this 2 cameras? The bleakening. I would love to see this. I just want them out of my life. That's a really mood. Like playing with old makeup is such mood. I like did that with old crappy elf shadows because I also hated the formula. I want to try like mixing them together and pressing them and just for fun and practice.
Yeah, I think the first time I ever Franken makeup anything, I'll do it with something I don't really like.
Yes. It's like, it's a good idea. And I covered my alcohol. Why did I do this to myself?
I never got any of the Super Shock shadows.
It's like hopefully that. Emily Hanhan! Hey, I haven't Franken Makeup anything yet, so.
We're an hour and 20 minutes in.
We're on par. We're practicing. I figured, like, joining from my phone, I need to get a tripod. I'm like, I have a selfie stick somewhere, and I was like, I feel like that could be potentially useful, but I don't know where it is, and we're already live, so.
Yeah, I have a selfie stick that also is a tripod, so that's what I'm using. I never used it before. I got it, and then I stuck it in like a suitcase somewhere, so I pulled it out. Frank ups.
Exciting, Bethany.
Fefy.
I mean, it's right on par with not doing makeup for an hour and a half again.
Forgets to Franken makeup for an hour and 20 minutes.
That's my brand. Forgets to do thing for an hour and a half. That's now going to be the warning. Ooh, okay. That's smart, though.
Yeah, I've been worried that Callie was going to knock my phone off the tripod, but she's been pretty good. Just wanting all the pets, but not knocking things over. Oh, and as I like say that, she starts hitting my phone with her tail.
Right there, you're just like, okay, now you're going to make me look bad.
Right. Cats do make everything fun. I agree, Thorn. Fun fact about me is that when I was 19, I got Callie's name tattooed on my butt. So that's the thing that I have now.
Oh no! I'm so sorry.
You're good.
I muted you. Dang it. Okay. Cats do make everything fun. Mm-hmm. Sorry, I was like, I had it balanced and now it's being weird. There. Okay. Will have to be. Yeah, I'm sorry. I'm using my, like, Wi-Fi. Why?
I can't even use a table because cats. Whenever I try to like sit down and eat, Callie just like is not having it, so I can't use a table to eat anymore.
I will say, Pat's packaging holds up in a drop, guys, because I didn't break anything.
Fefy, go eat.
It won't let me mute it all the way.
Hey, Nusha.
Hey, welcome.
Emily is Franken Makeuping, and I am Unicorn Latch Rugging.
Yes, and I'm just trying to kind of get that angle right because I don't have a tripod. Tool time plus makeup. Yep, that's just a little spatula. Oh yeah, this is not sponsored by Blick Art Materials, but I do like their art stuff.
Sponsor Emily.
I mean, if you would like to, Blick. I'm only 15 minutes away. I'm just trying to repress the Divinah shadows I broke, Emily. This is Fossick. This is the one that broke entirely out of the pan. Sorry, I need to redo my nails. That also might happen tonight. But yeah, they're soft pressed, so it fell entirely out of the pan. So we're just going to chop it up to repress. Only food that I can hold. That is such a mood with animals.
Yep. I feel that.
Also a mood. Oh, I'm sorry that FedEx is like trying to keep you down. I'm just like gonna break up these big clumps with my metal one. Because I know it'll take forever. If I try to do it with just this little end. And that's why we have the bigger spatula also. I want to get a metal one. That's like next on the list. But yes, this is Fossick from Diva. Sorry, I can't. I wish I could turn on my flashlight for my phone, but hold on. Trying to make sure I'm not running over any cords. Here we go. Hopefully that gives a little bit better color. I know it's still like a kind of a cast shadow, but yeah, this palette knife is, I would like, not palette knife, this little spatula is from Blick, or not Blick, but I get those from Crown. I can pick it up off of my desk. I also can show you the metal spatulas that I like from them. If I can get it off of my desk. I'm struggling so much right now. Okay, spatula, can you help me pick up this metal palette? It like suctioned itself. God dang it. That's the other one I need to Franken Makeup. Get over here. But this is the Crown.
And yes, Nusha, you did hear Unicorn Lantrog. That is my current craft project for the evening. It is. I got a ways to go still, but it's taken shape.
We love shapes.
Hey, Daisy.
Welcome. How are you this evening? Oh, and let me see if I can go on Wi-Fi.
Oh. Daisy said, why did I think you were grinding up something to smoke?
I mean, that's not far off for me. So can't blame you there. Mute myself. Enter broadcast studio. Yes, I'm grinding up eyeshadows. Oh, did you have a nice shower? I hope you did. What, Robert? What? All three doggos are frustrated. Right, crafty hobbies are the best. I know, Daisy, it's yes, this is a devinah eyeshadow.
Oh, okay. So I can see though where from afar it would have looked like that.
Yes, no, I can definitely see like with the texture and stuff, but yeah, Fossick from Diva is what I am chopping up right now. Actually, here, I could put the little pan in the screen to make that a little more noticeable. But yes, this is eyeshadow, not paraphernalia. Xander said wine. What, buddy?
Aw, Xander.
I don't know if you can hear that.
Yep.
He's so groany and whiny. He has his opinions and he lets them be known. Don't you, buddy? Actually, what if I kind of move to the right and let some more light in there? But also, Daisy, you're not far off because I do use art supplies in my trippy kit. AKA Woodhouse is my smoking materials. Yeah, I was like, I wanted a little bit more like surface area to work just because that palette isn't super big and I am messy, and knowing me, I would like knock the shadow off and then destroy the whole thing. So I went to this is like actually for like X-Acto knives, but it has like a plasticized surface so I can like wipe it off. But as you can see, there are some other eyeshadow colors here. So it has been used for Franken makeups before. But yeah, I want to get like a big metal one. Would be nice. Try and get some of that.
Oh.
Yeah, I had one on each end and just like kind of held them there until I could do this or had the energy to do this. Nusha, did I miss your comment? Oh, they're nice. Thank you, Thorn. Please, yeah, if anybody gets tired, go to bed, including you, Lisa. Like, please don't let me keep you up. I know it is work and school night for most people. And I just figured I would go live while I did this for incentive and also to just document and also have some company. Because why not?
Makes sense.
But yeah, like having someone on is nice.
Yeah.
Because like there's not like that dead silence when you stop talking.
Right.
And you're just like, oh, okay. Right. It's just me. I'm here. I can't hear anybody else.
Right. Like I went live for the first time yesterday and I was like, oh, this is really weird because people are like commenting, but like nobody's talking to me.
Right. And you don't have, it's just dead silence. There's no
Right.
one
Like
to talk.
this just feels like a Zoom call, but then there's also people in the chat. Like
Yeah, no, it's a lot of fun. Oh, and I didn't see your comment before because sometimes StreamYard is weird. If it held something for review, I may not see it. Because I have StreamYard up on my phone as well, just so I can show you how the Franken makeups are going. But the setup actually worked out better than I thought, to be honest. If I can get a tripod, or not a tripod, but some kind of phone stand to do aerial views of my desk, that would be cool. If anybody has recommendations, please feel free to add them in chat. A spicy Zoom call. Yeah, it's not always fun. It can be like nerve-wracking, especially at first. But once I got into it, it was better. It's a spicy Zoom call. I love this.
I love that. I
Honestly,
love that.
though, it's like our T Zoom calls are pretty spicy anyway.
Right, yeah, it's really awkward. That's why I did my live on Insta yesterday, like holding my pets, because I was like, this is what I'm gonna do with my hands. Pet these guys.
Yes. That was such a good way to do it. That was so smart, honestly.
Yeah, like it gave me something to do, and like, you know, then when I was done, I could just be like, all right, well.
Okay, bye. You saw my pets. Bye.
Yeah, like that's enough.
Yeah, like I knowing what to do with your hands is a whole learning experience. T Zoom calls our expert. I say, I'm so excited for this weekend. So excited. It's gonna be a pizza brunch party. And I'm gonna see if I have enough money to actually participate and buy pizza. But you pick your favorite intoxicant and then you just go with it. I might have to take a second to let a certain groany dog out.
That Xander.
Yes. I told you, he has opinions. What? Oh, thank you. I'm sorry. He's just like... What, Bubba?
All
Okay.
of the opinions.
We are gonna go let a certain dog go outside. I know, I'm sorry. Like, I have my iPad set up at like the right spot, or I would move it to show you him. Oh, and now Elle's going, okay, we're gonna go let some dogs outside. 1 second. We'll be right there. We'll be right there. All our peace that is on me. And the roommate's back. That's why Elle was whining, at least.
Oh, that makes sense.
Because her mom has no longer abandoned her.
Oh, okay, and
There is the cat butt. There's like, yes, thanks to Lagutta Gang. Also, like, the vanilla Clean and Zero packaging is so pretty. I was just like, I'm just gonna stare at this hollow for a while.
It is really pretty. You said that one has squalene in it?
Yes, this one, let's see. 1, 2, 3.
And this is Callie.
Yeah, the 9th ingredient is squalane. It also has royal jelly, which I like to see. It's further down, so there's not a lot of it in it, but like I said, this one had fragrance furthest down in the ingredient list, so I was like, okay, I think I'm gonna go with this one. And squalane.
Yeah, that makes sense.
No, I was like, I still have the sticker. A sticker on it. I have, here's my pharmacy green clean. I have like about, it looks like more than it is, but it's pretty shallow in there, so I have like 1 use left about of the green clean. Like if it's a editorial like full face look, for sure, like this, there's like 1 use left in here. And that was the other thing. I think this thing's like $32, $34. Let's see, and how much do you get? 90 milliliters.
Zero is cheaper.
Yeah, the vanilla. Yeah, and then this is also 10 more milliliters, and it's $10 less at least. Yeah, because this has 90, this has 100, and then this is 24 at Ulta, so it has 10 more milliliters for $10 less. So definitely worth it to try at the very least, I think. And also, like I said, the packaging is so cute. There's like a little ghosty on it.
That is really cute.
I like, they're really cute. Yeah, Green Clean was my first like true cleansing balm.
Yep, same.
And I definitely prefer it to just like doing straight oil, because like I like that you can wash it off with water and then go in with your second with your second cleanse. Whereas like oil, you're just like, you just feel oily and gross.
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah, exactly. And then the Ulta, let me see. Actually, I can open it. Let me go find my X-Acto knife. Come in.
I don't, at least when I use the Clean It Zero, I don't notice much of a smell.
Hey, caffeine and sarcasm. Welcome. Yeah, Daisy, give me 1 second and I will let you know how the smell is for the nourishing one. Because I am unsure. It's a good question. Bonito, and it has, so you open it up and it has the little scooper and the cover and the top. That's nice in a little packaging.
Does I'm trying to remember, does the green
Yes.
clean
So,
have
Nusha, you have to, so if you use a cleansing balm, that is a first step cleanser. You have to go in and it will break you out. Especially because like you still have makeup left on your skin as well, because what cleansing balm does is it gets it off of your skin so you can wipe it away or wash it away with another cleanser. It just allows the second cleanser to be able to get that off your skin totally, if that makes sense. Yeah, like the green clean, I actually do like the scent. But obviously, like Thorn and Bethany, they can give better advice. I'm getting like slight citrus, but it's like very, very light, but it mostly smells like skincare, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm not getting a big scent or anything. So like that's nice. I appreciate that.
Yeah, I have the original one, and I mean, I'd have to go grab it and like sniff it, but there's nothing that like jumps out at me. Like, oh, when I'm washing my face, I'm getting like hit in the face with something.
Yeah, no, like I stuck my nose right up in there. I'm not getting a super like big smell from this. Like I said, it smells like just like a standard, like how skincare ingredients just smell standard, you know. They just have a scent to them. It's not fragrance. But then there is like I said, like citrus maybe in there. So if you're sensitive to that, like maybe stay away. That is my one pet peeve is like listen to like I wish they would like list what the actual fragrance breakdown was and like
Yeah.
what it knows. Yeah, and like the original one smells standard. Okay, yeah, like the nourishing one, it just smells like skincare pretty much to me. With like I said, the tiniest hint of like citrus or maybe like that's what I'm getting is citrus. The teeny tiniest hint. Yeah, I was like, definitely retry it. I didn't know this either. Like, it's all a process and goes with learning. Yes, thank you. It like melts it off your face. It's kind of like, I'm trying to think. I can't think of an exact allegory right now. Yes, I did see the mini in store near registers of the original vanilla Clean It Zero. So if anybody like just wants to try it, they do have a small size.
Yeah, I think
I just
like
decided to go
9.
for the big one because I'm broke and I'm just like most bang for my buck is to get the big size, even if I don't love it.
Yeah, that makes sense. Yeah, I think the little one is like $9 because that's how I tried it not too long ago.
Oh, I think we were all there at some point, honestly. Like, I feel that. I know I'm like horrified at some of my past skincare decisions.
The Neutrogena wipes.
Yes.
Or when I was a teenager, Stridex.
Stridex, if you have fungal acne, actually isn't bad. It
Really?
just depends on how you use it because it can be very stripping.
Yeah, however I was doing it was very harsh.
Yes, you have to be really careful like about like stuff with Stridex. It definitely has like a very specific like use order, I think, or like specific instructions depending on your skin type.
Yeah, like a couple years ago I don't remember what it was, but it was like a milder form of Stridex, and that worked really well for me.
You are so welcome, Nusha. I'm glad we're here to help. Sea breeze. Yeah, no, like I remember that's what I did in college too. Like I used wipes to take off my makeup.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and then also like trying to remind myself, like, okay, if you do your skincare religiously, you'll have less painful breakouts. Like, although this one is hormonal, I can't do much about it. It's a pain in the butt.
Yeah, I always get like hormonal breakouts like right here.
Yep, this is where they always like to appear for me. You'll see that one like pop up every month.
Yep.
It's so annoying. I think this is pretty nice and fine.
All right, well, I
Yeah,
should
please.
go and get ready for my work day tomorrow, but thank you so much for having me on.
Yeah, like I said, anytime you want to come on to practice and just like getting used to like being on here and talking, like
Yeah, this is so fun.
this is always like a nice, relaxed place to do that. No pressure. Not a huge audience here.
All right, well, good night, everyone.
Good night. And if anybody would like to come on with me, you are welcome. Just let me know in chat and I can send you the link over on Discord or something. I'm kind of just trying to chop this up. I'm following Faces by Gina. Her reels. Yeah, same. I didn't have this breakout yesterday. It just popped up on my face overnight. When I went on live with Mo earlier, that's when I noticed it. I was like, oh my God, where did that come from? It's sorry if the lighting isn't the best on my face. I'm trying to see if I can get it to light that a little better. Sorry about the squeaking noise. The audacity. I know, it like showed up like Mount Vesuvius. It's so rude. Like, I feel like I got a volcano on my face. And I really want to pop it, but I know I'm not supposed to because extractions are usually bad if you're not a professional. But I am a person who picks at my face. Oh, okay, is it not too bad? Oh, you know what? I should probably... Nope, the lighting's all the way up on my iPad. Just kidding. I'm exhibiting BT energy. I love it. Yes. Emily, if you would like to hop on, but I know you also go live 2 times a week, so please don't feel obligated. But I know if you would like to hang out, or like I said, anyone playing Fortnite and screaming. That's absolutely hysterical. Resist the urge. Thank you. Yell at me. Let me go do this real quick. Send Fefy the link to the stream. Apparently, we are French now. It's a Fefy. Literally, my messages with Fefy are like me just sending her StreamYard links. There we go. My face should be coming out. There we go. The new Marvel game and yelling. That's also an entire mood, like significant others or family yelling at the TV while playing games. Yes. No problem. Don't worry about it. Yes, Nusha. So Fefy actually has a channel too and has been going live. Fefy will be doing the beauty crawl this weekend with Mo and all of us. If anyone in the chat is a mod, or even Fefy if you want to link yourself, you can like feel free to link your channel. I wish, because like on lives you used to be able to like hit someone's username and you could go to their channel directly, like you didn't have to search it, and then or you could click on someone's name and hide them right there in the chat, like you didn't even have to be a creator and you could just hide them on your channel. And I really miss that function in YouTube. Oh, like no judgment here. I love me some games. No problem. I'll leave that up there so we can have Fefy. But oh yeah. And then also with the vanilla, I also got these for editorial looks. And the packaging for these are so cute. I have other Halloween ones I can show. I just didn't buy them yesterday. Been harboring them for editorial looks. But now it's eluding me when I want to show you, of course. Because why Rainy? Oh, there you were. These are my old ones. But those are some cute ones I found at like the dollar store that I want to use for editorial looks. I'm thinking of some cute ways to use them. And then these guys, I don't know if the outlines are also on the stickers or if it's the, I wish, hold on. Oh, you know what? I can show you on here because my phone will actually focus. But look how cute those are. Thank you, Emily. But I was like, I loved the little haunted house, like super cute. I actually like this little cyber cam function. I'm just like, there, now you can see these a lot better. There we go. Work smart, not hard, Emily. But those are the Halloween ones. So I have those for like editorial looks. I want to like stick them to my face and do some fun designs and stuff. But I got, yeah, like these are old. These are from Ulta from this year. And then Michaels also had buy one, get one 50% off of their Swarovski crystals, and I am weak, so I participated. But look how pretty these are. Yes, these are my natural nails. Only one hand is long. I need to trim that pinky so it's not as long. That's my dominant hand. My non-dominant hand is the only one that likes to sustain the long nails. But let me see if I can show like those. Can you see that purple and to green duochrome in those? That was like the main reason I want these. So pretty. And I think, let's see, these are Lavender Delight, Cappuccino Delight, which I think is that one, and the lavender's the top. And then I think the Crystal Paradise Shine are these really cool ones that go from purple to green, but I thought those would be really cool for a Halloween look. So I want to do, let me see, can I screen share on here? the 3 dots. Oh, good night, Ani. Yes, I want to do some bulk. I want to like buy some online in bulk because it's cheaper, but I got distracted by the sale and shinies in person, so which happens. But this is the second pack I got with the buy one get one free. And it has the purple and orange and then kind of like a citrine green that's really light. Super pretty. Let's see if I can get proper light on those. Oh, there we go. You can see it a little better. But those are super pretty. And these are like really, really tiny ones because these are made for more than nail art. So like those look a lot bigger as you can see, but these are still pretty small. But these are like good for detail work or for when I like want to go into like corners and stuff. Yeah, no, I'm a magpie, so I'm ridiculous. And Fefy's been sitting here, and we have to.
Hi.
Sorry.
Hi.
Distracted talking about shinies.
Yeah, you were showing the shiny sparkies.
The shiny sparklies, indeed. I'm really excited to use them. Oh, and if we want to go into all of my shiny sparklies, we can.
Hi everyone.
It's a Fefy.
I need to bend down to see the chat, but now I know that I can see the chat on the side when I'm a guest as well, not only when I'm hosting. I didn't know that.
Yeah,
I learned that the other day in the marathon live stream.
There's one of the orange I have. These ones are really pretty. I use this in my pearl look. But those are super pretty. And like here, I say, oh, and the volcanoes are really cool color. Let me see if I can get a decent amount of them showing. But they go from like red to purple to orange. The volcano
Those
shimmer
are super pretty.
is a really one. Then this is peridot. Yeah, I got a whole bunch of Swarovski crystals for looks. Excuse you, camera. Thank you. The peridot is really pretty. Camera, thank you. Sort of focusing in and out. Let's see. Oh, these are really unique. These are like a periwinkle. Excuse you. Thank you. But yeah, they're like a cloudy, like blue periwinkle. Those are really cool. Yeah, I have got some neat ones. Those are pretty too. I just keep them in these like different clear containers so I know what I'm reaching for. Oh, these are also really pretty.
Oh yeah. Those are adorable. That's a pretty cool.
And then the other ones have like labels on them so I know what the names are if I want to like order them in bulk or something. And then this is like a little wheel. I bought these, I think, at Michael's, but it's just like a little wheel of pearls. And this is what I used for my fresh pearl look that got reposted by the artist edit, which was really exciting.
Oh, that's so
It
cool.
was, oh my God, it was so cool because like 5,000 people liked it on her page.
Ooh,
Which was
you're famous.
Yeah, so like it was so wild and like that was I think the first makeup post that I ever had reposted by a brand because Linda Hallberg reposted it.
Ooh, I didn't know I was hanging out with a celebrity.
Oh no, you're not at all. Like those are just little moments where I was like, Senpai noticed me.
And
Like,
senpai knows you.
right, like those exact, like, just like how Ritual Defeat commented, and I was like,
That's so cool.
love Fefy in this household. Such a magpie. Yes, how is your weather? It's a problem, Irene. I'm sorry to have passed it on to you.
It's weird at the moment. Weird weather. It's like really cold in the morning, then it gets a bit warm in the afternoon, and now it's super cold again. So I'm wearing my fancy robe.
The classiest of robes. It's also rude of that weather.
Yeah, I'm a tia in training, so well, actually, I am a tia because I do have a little niece. My little niece who wants to be a YouTuber.
That's adorable. Gonna have to move this just for a second.
She's so cute. She's like 3, 4. I think she's 4 this year. Actually, not her birthday yet, but she's already iconic.
Yeah, I use them on my face for editorial looks. The more you know. I'm sorry you decluttered them, but hopefully, like, if you ever want to do it again, you have fun with that. What did I say? What's amazing? Oh, the artist edit. Yeah, it was really cool. Like, I was so excited. I can't even tell you. Obviously, like, it still makes me happy. Rude, Emily. Right now, I'm just clearing out a little metal mixing bowl, making sure it's clean with alcohol before I kind of mix up the shadow in there and then try and pour it in.
Everything needs to be sanitized.
Yeah, and
So
it's been there for a minute, so like it just needs the dust off anyway.
yeah.
Doesn't hurt to do a cleaning before. That is my motto anyway.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, we hope it arrives. I hope it arrives like Bethany. I hope your stuff arrives. I hope everybody's makeup gets here because what are these shipping companies doing? What are you doing?
Yeah, here our local shipping companies are super backed up as well because of Cyber Day. So
Oh, sorry. Oh, I'm so excited for my BFF. Her and her boo just made it official.
oh,
And it's so cute because,
that's so
like,
cute.
you know something? Okay, here's like an even give you the happies. Like, this guy admitted to her that he has been in love with her for 10 years and just been.
Wow,
So,
wow, that's a long time.
yeah, they've known each
That's
other
a
for
lot.
a long time. And he, like, never pressured it on it because, like, she was involved and then got married. And, then he was like, oh, okay. So, like, she was, like, the one that got away for him. And I'm so excited for her. And he's been treating her like a queen. And I told her,
Not to be
like,
that
we're
person.
rooting for you. Don't fuck it up.
Not to be that person, but that's giving me romance novel vibes.
Right, though?
Yeah,
Right? I'm
like
like,
he's
you
been
need a
in
little
love with her for 10 years. I have read that, and it ends well.
Ooh, that's exciting, Nusha. I ordered a whole bunch of washi.
Ooh,
If you want to see something super cute,
I love. Oh,
it's
that's
cute. It's mama washi
adorable.
tape, but that's what he looks like.
That's so cute.
It's adorable. So I've like decorated my with it. Oh, like Emily, I like that's real. I bought so much makeup last year. I just like don't have any income this year, so I just haven't bought makeup.
Mm-hmm.
I bought food at the store instead this time, and also stickers and crystals.
Yeah.
Which is sounds like me. Also, the cotton candy grapes weren't budgeted,
Mm-hmm.
but they're delicious.
I'm having a pastry because I forgot to have tea today. And what's better than a pastry?
Irene, the shade.
Mm-hmm.
This is not a mukbang. This is LGG gets hungry on stream. Sorry if you hear squeaks. Those are doggos in the background outside my door. Right, the cotton candy grapes are delicious if you haven't had them before. Alright, now we're gonna try and pour this into here. It's like us yelling at Faye, or I should say really Ani yelling at Faye, keeping her to her no by. Ooh, Italian ice is so delicious. Like Luigi's Italian ice that you can get at the grocery store here. That's my delicious shit. I love it. Jim drop grapes? I have not. Please tell me more. Gumdrop. Amazing. I was like, hopefully my phone doesn't die on me. I need to get my charger.
that was autocorrect being like, quarantine has been rough on everyone. You'll need to exercise.
Or it's like, here's a little funny for your day. I'm just gonna make it not a horribly embarrassing autocorrect, but a funny one.
Yeah. Autocorrect makes some choices.
It really does.
But the
Sometimes
most annoying thing,
my keyboard on my Sorry, go ahead, Fefy.
The most annoying thing is when I'm clearly typing in English and it autocorrects to Spanish, and I'm like, am I talking to my mom? No, I'm talking to my friend. So I have to go back and correct everything because otherwise you wouldn't understand.
Terrible.
You would have to translate a message that wasn't supposed to be translated.
Yeah, caffeine and sarcasm. I am so sorry. I was just trying to Jim drop. Like my brain was just trying to process like those two words together.
Like, what is that? And then
Right,
it's like, click.
let's process this. Let's see how this goes. All right. Success. We have it inside the thing.
Yay!
That's such a accurate answer. So clear. We have it inside the little bowl. Though I don't really have a pestle, so I'm like trying to figure out. Actually, I might use the end of my X-Acto knife. That could work. Let's see. Sorry, let me go grab my charger. I don't want my phone to die on me. Autocorrect hates me so much. I can't even tell you, especially my phone keyboard. Plug it in, plug it in. Am I gonna get copyright strike now? Okay. I'm trying to make sure you're plugged in properly. You yelled at me. We're trying to live our best relaxing stream life.
Oh, so today, mommy went to. She needed to go to the ATM and a whole bunch of stuff, so I got her a permission, and she went, and she complained the whole time. He was howling like a wolf at the moon. So dramatic, so dramatic.
Oh no, Emily, I appreciate your advice. This is Fossick by Diva. It's one of the ones I murdered.
Mm-hmm.
I'm about to blend my salad. Do it. Thank you. I'm just like, now I appreciate your advice, but it also kind of makes it easier to pour. So that works too. No. Your know-it-all is not coming out at all. I appreciate your advice, truly.
Yeah, no, if you have advice,
Yeah,
it's
no,
better
like
because
I watched the Faces by Gina videos that we have like pinned, and like followed her and watched a bunch of her IG videos and stuff yesterday. That's what I did before bed this morning, or in my world, more night, when I went to bed. Oh yes, and Fefy, Nusha said, "What is on your face?"
a whole bunch of boring and or canceled stuff, as always, because it's what I have. So today I did my pumpkin pie look, posted it on the Discord and on Instagram. So I am a little pumpkin pie. And for that, I use my Color Pop Soul palette because it had the exact color I was thinking about. And also one of those little Maybelline palettes for the inner part. But this lighting is absolute garbage trash. So I don't know if you can see. And my Wet n Wild highlighter, the platinum bar, and I try to do like glowy blush with another. I have my stuff here, my basic stuff here, the one I always use. Oh, and now I think I put it all too tight together, but get
Good
away
night,
from
Bethany.
all night.
Also,
I
yeah,
use this one as a blush, but it's kind of light even for me. Sometimes I even use it as a highlight, and it's like a highlight that has a bit of color. This is the one from the Wet n Wild Bird collection. I don't remember the name, but the one
yeah.
with the birds.
Was it like
It's pretty.
Flights of Fancy or something?
I think so. I also have the darker one, the pinky one. That's the one I use as a blush on my cranberry look. This one.
Okay. Right now, I want to go like maybe make a couple.
And for lipstick, I use the Urban Decay Hitchhike, the one, the matte one.
The texture we've got going right now, so like a little bit, like a couple clumps, but that's just kind of like from it moving around in here.
So today I wanted to shop my stash, and I'm glad that I could use all my shop my stuff.
Yeah, I love the lip on you. Your makeup always looks so good.
Thank
Like,
you.
yeah, seriously,
Thank
hello
you.
props, because like I know that you are severely visually impaired, and it is
Yeah,
impressive.
every look
And,
I
like,
do
not to say that
is
someone who's visually impaired
sponsored.
can't do
Every
makeup,
look
but
I do is sponsored by 10 times magnifying mirror. Without it, I would be nothing.
yes. It's tea and honey time for all of us.
Yeah,
Okay,
it's
we're
tea
gonna
time.
pouring it back in here. Wish me luck.
Speaking of tea time, oh no, I'm not going to actually gossip, but I'm going to tell you something that said today that made me laugh because it shows how related we are. So when mommy came back, she put the groceries down and all the stuff, and then she turned on the TV in the living room, and the telenovela was already on because right now it's on earlier for some reason. So she put it on and she was like, I don't think I'm going to watch the telenovela today. And I was like, why? Well, I turned it off yesterday because I was so mad. I'm so annoyed with this man. And I was like, right? Because
The saga
I
of this man trying our patience.
yeah, because I have been complaining about that man for like how long? For like a week and a half already. But I'm so annoyed with that man. And she was like, yeah, that man is so dumb. How she went on a whole rant and I was like, yes, exactly.
That's hysterical. I love it so much. You and mommy are like the best duo.
And also there's this other man in the same show that annoys mommy even more because he keeps making bad decisions related to stuff that it's important to the show. Like he's doing an investigation and all the evidence he was going to set because they're in a town in the south and he was going to send the evidence to Santiago to be investigated in a lab because it's scientific research. And he gave it to a person, and that person is an ally to a person who doesn't want the investigation to go on because she can be discovered. So
Okay.
the stuff got conveniently lost. And now the dude gave the evidence to the same person again for no reason. Like, there's no logical explanation for that. He already knows she's kind of messy and not doing the right thing, but so mommy got mad at that
She's
man
so
and then she got
cute.
mad at the other man and she pretty much threw the remote control across the room and was like, okay, I'm done.
Amazing. I mean, that's honestly how I feel most of the time.
Oh, Gabi, it's a Chilean telenovela. It's called Aquelarre and it's on YouTube. Free with that.
I need to go grab wax paper really quick for the repressing. 1 second.
And by the way, the show is from like 1999, so messy. Very messy.
Oh no. Seriously? Oh. We have our papier. Such facts.
Oh, the outfits, iconic. And I don't know if to call her like the villain, because the thing about Chilean telenovelas is they can go either way. They can go full on like irredeemable villain who's always bad all the time, or they go for like the complex villain who has feelings and stuff. So this one is kind of a complex villain with feelings. So, and she is always like wearing a suit, and her hair is always perfect, and she's always wearing like a brownie red lipstick. Like the other one episode, all her stuff got set on fire, and there was a huge mess, and she almost lost everything, but she was still wearing her lipstick.
So here's how it turned out.
Ooh, that looks
I was like, it has a
nice.
tiny bit of shimmer in it. I don't know where that came from. It just picked it up somewhere from my desk on top of it, but I was like, oh, it looks pretty dang good. I might press it a little more, but it looks pretty dang good. And I didn't lose too much shadow on the sides because like I thought it would pile up more. And I have a little bit extra left over, so I might just like save that for mixing purposes later. Yeah, it's like ColourPop never really interested me, to be totally honest. Yeah, I've Franken makeuped before, so this isn't totally my first run like doing figs, but I'm glad that went better than I thought it was going to be totally honest.
Oh, everyone's talking about soaps in
them.
in the chat. I have to say, I'm a telenovela person. I'm not a soap opera person. And let me tell you why. This is something that I mentioned on my mask.
It's me.
On my, this is something that I mentioned on my mask makeup. Get ready with me. And it was the fact that I don't like stuff with seasons. I'm not super into TV shows with seasons. I like stuff that ends. Because if the show has an eventual end date, I know they're going to get to something eventually. But if the show has seasons, what I know is that the writers want to make more money, and they want to get syndication rights, and they want to amp up the drama, and I'm going to end up hating like half the characters or something. Like with that one show that ruined my life and pillaged my village and burned my crops and all the stuff, which we're not going to talk about, but
Gabby. Oh, you guys. I'm sorry I confused you. Yes, that is me. I am also here.
Yeah.
I brought up my phone for an aerial view so you could see the actual Franken makeups going on. And like
we have main ear, we have alternative Franken makeup ear, and we have me.
I actually, you want to know what I use to press? This is the Danessa Myricks foundation bottle. I turned it upside down and used it. It's like the perfect size for 26mm pants.
Ooh, that's nice.
It turned out really well.
That's creative. And yeah, it looks really smooth.
But yeah, I was like, it turned out better than I thought. I don't know where the shimmer came from, like I said, but it looks pretty good. Now I can put it back in my palette. Yay!
Yay!
We're excited. You can go home again. There it is. This is the one I just repressed.
Now The palette of greens have a member return to the family.
It is returned to its rightful spot. See, it doesn't look that dark until you put it next to my other greens, which is kind of funny. But it's it's a fun palette. Oh wow, thank you, Nusha. Thank you so much. But yeah, for anyone, this is the green palette I showed. I put it on my lap and dropped it in the 8-hour live. But this is my little green palette that
Oh,
I
Sharon,
made.
I'm having a pastry.
Pastries.
Yeah, because mommy went to the ATM today, and the ATM is on the subway station that is super close to us. And right next to it, there's a bakery. So she was like, don't mind if I do. I'm going to get some pastries.
It looks incredible. So Sharon, I actually dry repressed it. I'm just saying it looks dark. This is what it looked like before.
Yeah, that
I have
looks.
it here as a darkening shade. But yeah, no, it just doesn't look like when you look at it here, it just doesn't look as dark when you compare it to shades around it that
Mhm,
are lighter.
mhm.
But yep, I dry repressed. So it's already dry. And you know, I'm now a fan of dry repressing, which I thought I was going to be because it seemed like a really good method. And now we're going to probably chop up Elphaba here. Yes, if any mods want to link the Faces by Gina posts, yes, no alcohol. So all I did was you can back it the live up too to where I was chopping it up. But what I did was like take it was entirely out of the pan, and I sat here and chopped it up like this, and then put it into a bowl, mortar, and pestled it a little bit just to make sure it was
Mm.
ground finely enough, and then poured that back into the empty pan, and then used this Danessa Meyer's foundation
Mm.
bottle. It's like the perfect size for 26mm pans. And then I just put it upside down with a piece of parchment paper and then press that into the pan. And you can see the imprint.
Oh, it's perfect.
Yeah, no, so like that's kind of like a swatch, but that's like
Yeah,
where you can see the
that's
repressing.
that's like the
Oh
perfect shape.
no, Sharon, no, don't be sorry. But yes, it is. This is the Faces by Gina dry repressing method, is what I did tonight with Fossick. And that is, I'm going to do that with Elphaba too, because that worked really, really well. Yeah, with mattes, thank you. Thank you so much, Emily. Yeah, now that I've tried dry repressing with mattes, especially, I'm like, there's no turning back. Yeah, unfortunately, alcohol can mess up matte formulas. Yeah, that makes sense, Christine. I wonder if you could like buy some binder from TKB and like sprinkle a tiny bit into like loose shadows to
Mm.
make it bind a bit if you repressed. Yeah, like I said, don't be sorry at all. That was a very quick explanation and run through. Interesting. Thank you. Thank you so much, Emily. That is the link to Faces by Gina dry repressing.
Mm-hmm.
I appreciate
This is
you.
like Gina is so talented. Like,
Gina
what the heck?
is amazing. Like I wanna look at I don't know if she posted the video yet because or if the stories are saved. Yep, you can do it dry. Like Gina, I really like Emily is the first one. Like Emily and Sincerely Alex are both like the first ones who really brought dry repressing to my attention. And then Faye as well because she tried it. Yeah, no, and I was like, you can dry repress.
Mhm.
I'm so surprised with how well that worked. Like I said, it's that darker one right there. That is what I repressed. And that is it next to professionally pressed shadows.
That looks as if
Ooh,
it's new. So
that
it
is
looks
good to
really
know,
good.
Emily. Thank you. I'm gonna actually screenshot that for later if I post this palette or the pans.
Mm-hmm.
I'll have to like hashtag that and be like, thank you so much, Gina. I know, it looks so good. I'm shocked. Like, I'm like, I did that? With these sausages? But like, seriously, like the cap for the Danessa Myricks foundation is a perfect 26 millimeter pan. Oh, you did it
They
like,
should market it. They should market it as foundation and bonus repressing tool.
I'm like, it's my green palette. That's my favorite palette I have. Like, I made this thing. I didn't want to lose my shadows, and I'm not buying from Divina currently, so I have to salvage them. What didn't you like about it, Gabby? I'm curious. Yeah, I wonder if you could buy binder and like the online community there could help you. Ooh, another one to check out. I know, right? Her foundation, this is also her concealer formula. Her concealer formula and foundation are the same, but it's a good one. She also has her N01 is also my perfect match for my skin. Let me see, where do I have? Sorry, I'm just looking for extra empty containers to put that excess shadow into for later. I need to think of what the heck I did. Always. Oh, okay. Sorry, Gabby. I thought you meant you did dry repressing. Sorry. Yeah, and in that like in that case, you could just like go back in. Like you could even just dump it out of the pan again and try pressing it harder.
Hmm.
Let me see. Sure, it's almost time for me to buy more clear containers. Oh yes, we know this. We like that this game. Ooh, okay. Sorry, I was looking at Discord messages real quick. Interesting. Very cool. Yes,
Oh, that's
always a
interesting.
good move, Gabby, to call customer service and see what they can help you with.
Yeah, that's a good idea.
Sorry for that sound. I'm just trying to get the pigment out of there. In the Color Green Safari palette. Oh, did you try alcohol first? I also like how Nick, ha ha ha. Emily, that's such a mood. Like, I was like, cool. And now I don't have to like buy a pressing pan. I have a foundation bottle cap. this on the edge again.
Yeah, doing the live the other day, I realized that I can very easily drop a palette face down. So
With ease. I'm
yeah.
great at it. Just you watch, friends. Yeah, I'm just trying to get that.
And the thing was on a table, so I have no excuse.
Sometimes objects just leap off tables, you know?
Yeah, I'm usually when I put something on the table, I'm like, stay there.
Gosh,
I talk to stuff, so it doesn't move.
smart. I'm laughing so hard at this. They can take it. No, they can't.
No, they can't.
That's like such a mood. Now I just gotta clean the shadow off here so it doesn't mix too much with Elphaba. Since they're pretty opposite on the color spectrum here. One's pretty dark.
Yeah.
Bad news. Not just bad news. Bad news. You lose pigments. Cats make you learn all kinds of things. That's fact. Yes, PJ Mac, I had an 8-hour live the other day. So we're here for marathons.
Yeah.
That's
The 8-hour live was pretty epic. It was pretty epic. And actually, Mommy didn't comment on it until like 8 p.m. when she was making herself some tea. She was like, "You didn't sleep at all last night, right? You went to bed at like 7." And I'm like, "Yep."
Maybe.
Who knows?
Just going in with some micellar water. Look at that.
And I was like, well, I was talking to a friend in another time zone. She didn't have to know how many hours difference. It was only one, but she didn't have to know that.
PJ Mac, do you need sleep, friend? Are you insomniacs and night owls like us? Because that's also valid. You're
Yeah.
always welcome in this household.
Yeah, here we are like, sleep? Who is she? I don't know her.
What is a sleep schedule? Seriously, Irene, we're gonna like scream about this forever, those bastards. Just kidding, Irene. You're not a bastard, but I am frustrated.
Who are you more mad at, Bite or Colorane?
Like,
Spicy
Bite,
question.
no longer emotionally invested in, so probably Colored Rain.
Bite did too much stuff. They did too much, so it's like, okay, whatever.
That's a mood, PJ Mac. I'm like, I don't fall asleep until I like get in bed, and then as soon as my pet hits the like pillow, like 2 minutes later, I'm asleep. But getting into bed and laying down is like a whole process. Right. Quietly present.
Mm-hmm.
I actually, Gabby, you, me, and Irene, and I also think Olivia, because I think Olivia talked to them about Cheers to Beauty shimmer singles. So like they all promised us more new shadows. PJ Mac, the topic. So right now I broke eyeshadows, powder shadows. So here is one of the casualties. Sorry, it's not as clear as it was before, but there is one of the casualties. And I am just doing something called dry repressing where you take it entirely out of its little metal pan here, crush it up, and then toss them back in to repress. And I already did one. You came in right after, but that was the dark shadow that I was chopping up earlier, but it is now repressed back into the pan.
And it looks like new.
I'm excited. I was like, that worked way better than I thought it was going to. I need to clear out this thing.
Yeah.
Ugh, I'm so sorry, Nusha. That's the worst. Yes, Sharon, like I also asked them about Juicy Boo singles. I don't think I messaged. I think I asked them in a comment. And I just kind of got like the stock, no, won't be singles, like, and I wasn't surprised either. That's a good question, Gabby. I don't know, because I'm like, I wonder if Juicy Boost was planned like pre-pandemic or so Nusha, Emily has like a good point. Like they may not have just been selling super well because not everybody likes single shadows or know they exist. Yeah. And also they haven't been selling well because, as Irene and I have pointed out, because they haven't done anything to change up their single eyeshadow line in literal years, except for like a few months ago, but it's been like months at least, and I'm pretty sure it happened in 2019, but they finally added 2 new colorful singles, and then did their book of shadows, but they never actually expanded their collection beyond those 2 like new shadows. So it's like they can't really blame us for not selling. It's like if you don't give us a range that it's like everybody already had those shadows, and like it's not like eyeshadows are something you can go through like, you know, like a mascara and repurchase in a few months. Like shadow lasts a while, so it's not like you need to repurchase super often either. So that's the other thing for me. It's like you didn't give your brand, you know, you didn't give your customers anything else to buy, basically. Yeah, no, I'm still mad about it. It's Curious Gabby Glow. Okay. Yeah, I think that's another thing, is because they're, you know, I think maybe trying to aim more for like Target friendly releases so they can get into retail more.
That makes sense.
And yeah, exactly, Sharon. So they still have their 2 large magnetic palettes. They restocked those just recently. And they brought out the Book of Shadows within the last few months. So it's like, part of me is like hoping that they're just revamping the single eyeshadows, but like, why wouldn't you tell us that you're just revamping and not discontinuing? So I don't know.
It's very Blush Tribe, we're living forever energy.
Yeah, and I'm curious to like have receipts on that. Like, did Lorraine actually say that she wanted to sell the brand? Yeah, no, I don't blame her for wanting to sell. I get it. I'm sure it's stressful owning a large brand and like dealing with all of that and being a Black woman who is the visible head of your brand. So like, I'm sure that's difficult. Don't hold out hope. Move on. It is better for your psyche. Yes.
Yep.
Well put, Emily Hanhan, as always. Sorry, I'm just getting that excess Elphaba shadow off of there. And now here we go. We're gonna, are you ready? Are you ready? Here it goes. We're doing it. We're destroying the pan. It's happening. See, it's pretty soft repressed. That comes out really easily. Intuition more than anything. Okay. No, the pan is empty. PJ, if you're still here, so that's taking, so this is what's going to happen. And eventually I will pour it back into the pan and then press it back down to make it a flat matte eyeshadow again.
And it's going to look really pretty. And easy to use again.
And we can use it again. Yeah, see, like I can't really speak too much on like a business strategies, to be honest, because I never really went into those classes. I did accounting and that was it. Like, I would love to. I have so many ideas that would be really fun to do and like make into a brand, in a product, like to sell myself. But it's like, one, don't have the capital to do that, and two, running a business is stressful.
Yeah, it would be.
That's why I think it'd be cool to collab with somebody.
Yeah, it's people who are.
Joke's on me.
Recently, people come out with brands and stuff, and not all of them do well.
Choppity chop chop. Yeah, that's a good point, Nusha, too. Like, you want to sell when you're on top because you're going to get the most money from your company. And for your work. I always just like get a little sad when companies are sold because it always seems to change it inevitably.
Yeah, it's like I hope it stays the same, but it's not going to probably.
Right. It's just how like when Urban Decay was bought out, there was like a market change.
Yeah.
Or like Viseart. I know people have been saying the manufacturing with their French shadows versus their now US made shadows, like the French ones are better and they don't like the US ones as much, and they're not like what they built their brand on. So like that's the other thing, like stuff like that, or like Bite. They were bought out by Kendo. And
now they have changed their formula
I tell you,
14 million
if
times.
I was the founder of Bite, the original founder of Bite, I would be so pissed at what Kendo did to my company.
Yeah.
Because it's like they literally turned their back on every single principle that they founded the brand on and
Yeah.
built, like
Pretty much.
discontinued. Like it's like not even, you didn't even like rebrand. You literally scrapped the brand, brought out crappy products, and shot yourself in the foot.
Yeah, but that's
People
like their
mention,
thing. Like they have changed their lipstick formula like 3 times.
yeah, yeah, and then like people mention, like Samantha Ravindal is the only one that seems to like that Bite foundation in the long
Yeah.
run.
Yeah.
Because everybody else that I talked
And
to tried
there were
it,
there
broke
were a
them out
couple
like I wanted them,
of
because I
people
was like, just so you
who,
know, there are essential oils in this. There are this, and this is a common irritant for people. Just
yeah.
warning. And it broke a ton of people out with repeated use.
Yeah. Yeah, a couple of people I watched were like, "Oh, the first day I tried it and loved it, and then I realized that it immediately realized that it broke me out."
Yep.
So
They put a whole bunch. You don't like Viseart. They're overrated. Oh, I'm sorry, Nusha. That sucks. Yeah, like a lethal is interesting. I'm like, I don't know if that's true though. because like I feel like it depends on the individual person. I definitely feel like there are some people who just don't care. Like they sold their brand, that's it, they're gone. They are off living in luxury. But then like I don't know, some people do have like pride in their like brand and name and like would care about where it went, I think, even despite selling. But I also could be naive and wrong. No, like the new bite, all it is vegan, like crappy vegan makeup.
Yeah,
The
the
yes,
original ones
the
were.
original white makeup is where it's at.
Yeah, I remember watching a lot of people talking about how great their lipsticks were, and then they were like, "Oh, they changed the formula. This is not like a new formula to the brand. This is like this. They scrapped the other formula and made a new one for no reason,
Yeah,
even
it's
though
so
people, even
confusing.
though people, and then they did it again, and then they did it. They did this vegan whatever nonsense."
Yes. Like it literally nothing. I'm not doing makeup. I'm repressing shadows.
Yeah,
How
and Mo, to be fair, Mo,
read
you're
the title.
you're for you forgot to do Franken makeup for like an hour and a half again, but she started repressing the shadows at some point.
I did. And
So
look, I am on the second shadow, and the first repressing went so well.
yeah, we're really proud of the repressing because it looks exactly like the other shadows next to it.
We just hung out and talked. It was fun. And her kitty Callie was all up in the camera too, because she said, I'm important. Yeah, Lisa went to bed. Oh, okay. Yeah, the only Viseart palette I have is the Editorial Brights, and I'm not sure if mine's US or French made, to be honest. And like, I like the shadows, but I don't think they're like revolutionary or
Yeah, you're not like other people who are like, I don't need other colors for shadow because this is the only one I need. I have heard people say that about that palette, and I don't know.
I like it, and it's a useful palette, and like it mixes well, and the colors build, and it's like, I mean, it is like they're nice shadows, but they're not like people act like it's something revolutionary and
People
like
people talk that's
makes the world
like
go
like
round.
that's the one and only rainbow palette that you need ever. I have heard people talk like that about it. Like, I'm going to get rid of all my other rainbow palettes because this is the only one I need. And I'm like, are you sure?
Right, like even
Are
with
they that good? I don't know.
yep, so we're just chopping it up here, chop a chop. Trying to make sure that there's like the Divina shadows are pretty soft, so it doesn't seem like there's anything like
Yeah, it seems like you don't have to fight them
to repress. Yeah, these
to
seem
get
like
stuff
they
really fine.
yes. They their soft shadows would kick up anyway, like when you buy them from the brand. So I'm not
Mhm.
too surprised that it isn't like difficult to repress. But yeah, these chop up really finely and nice. And we appreciate that. But yeah, stop yelling at me. I wasn't gonna put on makeup necessarily. But also to be fair, yes, I did start like an hour and 20 minutes in. Is when I started. But I bought my softbox before I went live, okay? Steps. Sorry, I need to go back a bit. Yeah, right, not for $200.
Mm.
And I miss it. Yeah, seriously, no one would shut up about that. Welcome back. Yep, I am thinking that too. That's a good question. I'm not sure. Yeah, I was like, I thought Emily wasn't loving it. Yeah, sometimes like that. That's why like Natasha Denona Gold, that's palette still calls me
Mm.
because it's so pretty.
Yeah, that one's super pretty.
Yeah, like
But
so.
also money.
I would say like Emily and Faye and Audra really like the lethal mattes. I know, and then I think people would say JD Glow shimmers.
Yeah, those
Yeah, I
sound
do
like
kind of blame
formulas that
Stephanie Cole
interest
for
me.
popularizing it, but I do believe that she loved all of the products that she showed, to be honest. Even though like her stuff was sponsored, like of course she was still trying to sell things.
Yeah.
Oh, interesting. Thank you, Mo. Gonna be honest, I don't know if I know who either of those people are. Oh yeah, Bethany liked Juicy Boost too. Sydney Grace is nice. I'm just on a break from them right now just because they did follow our Cheeto in chief and our vice Cheeto in chief on Twitter.
My
And then
tears.
when I asked them about it, they didn't have a very kind response. Sharon, you should be able to search Sydney Grace in the Discord. And if you search like user Emily and then like search Sydney Grace, you should be able to find the conversation. What I know her and her partner broke up and she had to leave San Francisco. So I think that was a big part of her kind of like disappearing on YouTube. And I think she kind of lost the passion for it, to be honest, in that move and life change.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, you could tell. You could really tell.
Yeah, and it was like obviously that was like a really hard thing for them because they were together for a while too. And she literally like her username is SF Steph. She loves San Francisco. That's her home. So, and she couldn't stay there by herself because of how expensive it was. So she had to
Mm-hmm.
leave. So I think that was like a big reason in Stephanie like disappearing on YouTube. Every once in a while she pops on. I don't wish any animosity towards her. I just unsubscribed because like I just wasn't into her content much more really.
Yeah, same.
Yeah, in Sephora World, I do think so, Emily. And I do love my pad eyeshadows, like I won't lie. But there are some that I also don't love, like Extreme Aubergine from Mothership 5. Oh, those are nice. Yeah, Cleona's on my shit list because of Shame Dolphin.
Yeah, same.
Because of Shame Dolphin, I'm like, you literally sent him $1,200 worth of product for free.
But people were backed up for
Yeah,
months
probably a
with
month.
their orders that they paid for.
Yeah, Irene, it made me so sad. It was really sad to like have that update. I was really sad for Stephanie.
Yeah,
Like
I
anytime
remember
I just
watching that.
oh yeah, no, we're like 3 hours in, so I can mention it. But like when Mel Thompson, I don't know if you guys ever if you guys caught the video, but like when Mel Thompson posted that video that like her and her husband were splitting up, I was like bawling my eyes out for Mel. I felt so horrible. She ended up privating it because people were being jackasses. But then her and her husband actually have reconciled and worked through things.
Oh, that's nice.
Yeah, no, I'm really happy for her because she loves Eric. It was so sad. Like Irene, I can't even tell you how made like sad that made me. Like Mel is such a sweetie. And I'm just like, if T loves her and thinks she's the sweetest person in the world, like, she's got to be one of the sweetest people in the world. It was so sad. Yeah, I commented. I remember she she hearted my comment because I was like, like, fuck anyone who tells you what you need to do. I know. And like that was when she changed her name from Puffin's wife to Meltomp. Yes, and actually T, I remember, I think she said that once too in one of our private like Zoom chats or but yeah, I do agree with that. Like I'm glad she's Meltomp now, like because
Yeah.
she's not Puffin's wife, she's Mel.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's much better.
Oh my god, Mo,
Oh my god,
that's amazing.
that's so
That is
cool.
so freaking
No, you
cool.
deserve this. You deserve this. This is how the world should be. She
I,
should be subscribed to you anyway. It
and
should have
she's a
happened.
spoonie. See, like her humor makes so much sense. Like I get it because we use humor
Oh,
as a coping mechanism. That is so freaking cool.
that's amazing. I'm so happy for you.
T, Gabby. I am so happy for you. Yeah, I didn't know that she was a spoonie too. Hopefully she can like use your your like yoga videos and to help her. See, I like honestly, Irene, like I feel like that and ew, gross, Gabby. Yeah, seriously, like I feel like 2020 just knew that we needed LGG, honestly.
Gabby, that explains the unseasonedness of everything.
That
And also that
love
explains
review
yeah,
collab.
I was going to, I was going to say the same. That's why we're friends. We know.
Obligatory sips Canada Dry.
I run out of tea. Oh, Canada Dry is nice. I like it.
Oh, she seems like such a cool fucking person.
Yeah.
I
It
cannot wait for this
is.
because I think Laritza is one of my favorites.
Laritza is
I
amazing.
love the God, what was the one video? I'm not a this, I'm a unicorn and slams the
Oh,
door.
I'm not the Misu Queen. The
Yes.
Misu Queen. Yeah.
Yes.
I'm not a Misu, I'm a unicorn.
Yes.
That
Like
one
that's such a
that one
teenager
was
thing.
amazing. Have you watched the bathroom decor one? The one where she criticizes the bathroom decor. That's fantastic.
It's a T. We do. We love your hot takes. I'm so happy that I was able to catch your live earlier. This is me. I'm like, I have no
Yeah.
social manners anymore. You're getting unfiltered Emily at this point.
Yeah. Hot take Gabby is the best Gabby.
We stan Gabby.
Yeah.
Seriously though, like that time when you popped into like I think it was Rant Away when in Rant Away when you were like, people say I'm mean. I was like, who said that Gabby's mean? I'm gonna beat them up.
Yeah, we're going to fight whoever said you're mean. I didn't see that, but if someone says you're mean, we are going to have to fight them. I'm sorry.
Nofra, oh my god, Mo, we're using that. I was so upset for you, Gabby. Truly. I love Nofra so much. Like
Yeah.
Natasha did no.
Yeah. Natasha the Nope.
It really does, Emily. We're all just out here like, fuck it.
Yeah. It's like we've been stuck at home for however amount of time. We're tired.
Okay. Oh, did this turn off? Phone, what are you doing?
Yeah.
I'm so sorry. I didn't realize the third camera went off, like, when we were...
Oh.
Oops.
we were ranting and
That's
the
okay.
other camera was like
Well, if my phone decides to work anyway. Here we go. Ooh, I'm gonna have
yes,
to
no, yes.
later. Mute, enter broadcast studio. There we go. Can see my dirty desk now. No, don't turn.
I don't have video yet.
I was like, hopefully it'll pop up. I took it off Wi-Fi. Oh yeah, no, this wasn't during the IG live. Gosh dang it. Why is my phone being so rude?
Yeah, your phone is being a mini pan.
Are you gonna pop on now? Are you gonna work? There
Yay!
we are.
There she is. Good
Here.
job, phone.
It did it. My phone did it again.
And now we're pouring the shadow into the little bowl thingy.
Into the metal mixing bowl you go. Hopefully, anyway. I will say, dry repressing is fun too.
It seems very satisfying.
Yeah, like it's pretty relaxing. Hopefully, like Irene, this was a nice, like, relaxing stream for you to kind of like watch the shadow goings on and unwind after work. Morgan, my boyfriend, is currently at the hospital and he is not happy.
Mm-hmm.
He was on, because he's a tech, so he was on PPE, so basically taking off people's PPE, disposing of it properly, and getting them freshly dressed and sterilized equipment.
Mm-hmm.
And he got pulled off because somebody went home, and he's mad about it because he didn't have to interact with patients. And he was like, damn it, someone went home and now they sent me upstairs. And I think upstairs is surgery, and he hates surgery. ICU is his favorite. He hates surgery because he said people are most whiny there. It's like somebody will call me into the bathroom or call me into their room to be like, sorry, I just read this. And I'm like, I'm sorry.
Yeah,
Could you shut your mouth more?
excuse me, sir. This is an Arby's.
More and giving your opinions.
Yeah.
Wild and about my past mistakes. I'm going to beat them up because you're such a kind man. Oh yeah, if you fall asleep, please just like if this is hopefully relaxing to fall asleep to.
Dry repressing ASMR kind of.
Yeah, I tried not to use this because this got a little squeaky on this at some point, so.
Yeah, and unlike Lisa's guinea pigs, it's not cute. It's not cute squeaky.
No, not the cute squeakies, unfortunately. The really unpleasant nail on chalkboard squeakies
Yeah,
are the
sadly.
ones that were happening here.
Yeah,
But
sadly.
this is what,
But
here's what I did.
I love guinea pig squeakies. They're so cute.
So cute. I'm sorry that I enabled you, frugal enabler. I did,
The enabler gets enabled.
this is Fossick. That's just the excess of it. I put it inside a little plastic container that I could screw shut so it keeps the air out as much as possible. Oh, I'm sorry, Mo. Men cannot handle honesty.
Yeah.
Like I said,
Yeah.
I don't think you were here, Emily, but my dad literally disowned me because I pointed out that he was racist. He almost disowned me and cut me off financially.
Yikes.
GP veggie times. What does that mean exactly? Or am I just dense? Yeah, seriously, I would like to know more, Christine. Where did you get into potting?
Yeah.
Did you get
Tell us
shit?
more. We would
Tell
like to know more
me
about
more. Like, does he have a car?
it.
I'm sorry. Grease is,
Very catchy, very
terrible.
catchy song, very terrible movie. You know, I can rant about that one for a
Okay.
whole year. Like I have a TED talk and everything.
Oh yeah, Grease is terrible. Absolutely terrible. I used to love like 16 Candles and shit. And now I'm just like, oh, you're really creepy.
Look, this telenovela I'm watching. When I was,
This green
it
makes me
was,
think like matcha powder.
yeah, it looks like matcha powder. Yeah.
We're repressing matcha powder.
So yeah, like
Mind
this
your
show
business.
I'm watching, I still like some things, but then other storylines are like, why is this so problematic? And then I was like, and then it's part my country is like that, and part it's from 1999. What else can I expect?
Right, like rewatching Buffy.
Yeah, a lot of big
Like I
yikes.
love Buffy,
Yeah,
but yeah, there's a lot of yikes in it. And Joss Whedon himself, I actually hate.
yeah, he is a yikes person.
Like he actually like trigger warning real quick for abuse. And I'll wait a second. I will hold up this Davina thing when I'm done.
Yeah.
But um he like emotionally abused his wife and she came out and talked about it. So he is on my shit list and I will never
Yeah.
consume his media again. Like I'll watch Buffy because like that means something to me personally as a disabled person because it helped me get through like
Mhm.
shitty times like chronic migraine wise in high school and like the worst year I had, which was my junior year of high school, and I was in and out of the hospital um, so much that I missed a half a year of school non-consecutively. So like Buffy got me through that.
Yeah.
So that's like it has like special sentimental value, but like I don't want to ever consume any of his future media because of that. And now
So
we're
yeah. So I had a picture of Buffy as my computer wallpaper, but that didn't have a lot to do with me liking Buffy. Now that I reconsider, it had to do with me not being straight, but not admitting it. Ooh, that's a whole hole,
yeah, I'm like
Christine.
you will
You
have to update us.
you are prepared now for the whole thing.
Yeah, they're really interesting, and I like seeing Buffy come into like her own as an adult. Was cool too, and like to think back that she was only like 22 at the time, and so like to think that I'm older than she was in those episodes is kind of
Oh,
funny.
liking stuff, media in which the character is very young, and then you're like, wow, now that I'm seeing it, I'm much older than this character.
Yeah. Oh my God. Like, and like That is true. That's another point. Like Willow and Tara, they were like one of the first lesbian couples to actually kiss on TV
Mm-hmm.
visibly, and for them to actually show it in the show.
This
Uh,
one, Buffy
and
was
people
on the
ever
national network here.
Sweden for the way he treated Tara,
Yeah,
the way that storyline went.
yeah. Buffy was aired here. I think, well, it was on cable as well, but at that time I was super broke, so no cable for me. But it was aired on the state TV network here, and I don't know if they showed that or they censored it. Maybe they censored it
It's a good question.
because there was a telenovela here that aired on that channel, and there was a scene in which two women kissed, but they weren't a couple. It was like a misunderstanding kind of stuff.
Oh, okay.
Uh, and everyone was like, "Oh my god, this is like the most revolutionary thing," and there were hot takes upon hot takes, but we didn't have Twitter at the time, so it was all in the editors' letters in the newspaper. That's where you went to read your hot takes back in the day, not on Twitter because it didn't exist.
Okay, thank you, Gabby. I wasn't sure. I know that like Willow and Tara, like I know that they were like one of the first lesbian relationships, like that was showed on TV in America at the least. And where it was like a normalized thing.
Mm-hmm.
Until Joss Whedon crushed all of our souls, that is.
Yeah,
Oh,
no, that guy. When people, even before all that stuff came to light, I was a little icky when people talked about him like he's the greatest thing to happen to writing.
yeah.
I was always like, oh, this doesn't sit right with me.
Understandably.
And I
Yeah.
actually never finished watching Buffy. As I said, I watched because she was hot, but I didn't want to admit it. And she was my wallpaper, my computer, because she was hot, but I didn't want to admit
A mood. Oh my god, you are.
it.
I'm like, yes,
So
yes,
I
yes.
didn't finish watching, but I knew of people who were
He
super
is
fans.
not nerd Jesus.
Yeah.
I really enjoyed it. I think it
No,
like hits its stride as it goes.
yeah, and
And then
also
one thing,
like,
because we talked about Eliza Dushku,
yeah,
she's like 90s and early 2000s queen.
yeah.
Yes, same Emily. Yeah, because I was like, I mean, I was like a baby when it first aired. See, I haven't seen the old Buffy movie. I'm just like the show is everything to me.
Yeah.
I'm like, we don't talk about the movie. It never happened. I haven't watched Firefly, but I know people talk about it like crazy.
Yeah.
You're not,
People
Irene. It
are
took me like I was a teenager when I first watched it.
people are like even more obsessed with Firefly than they are
Like
with Buffy, if you can even believe that. Like
seriously though.
when I was in my several fandoms that I was in, my friends would talk about Firefly like all the time, and I felt really left out. But then I was like, I feel weird about watching stuff by this dude, so I don't know if I want to. So maybe not. Let the other let let the other kids enjoy their thing, and I'm going to be sitting here in a corner, not not understanding anything.
Yeah, I've never seen Dawson's Creek, confession.
I had a friend in high school who was obsessed with it, but I didn't watch it because it aired super late at night. And also, I didn't speak English at the time, but the dubbing already bothered me.
Oh yeah, no, like never any hate. I still need to watch Xena actually. I've only seen like select.
Gina was my thing with my family because it aired during tea time here, so we watched it together.
Yeah, I've never seen Party of Five. Friends,
Yeah,
I
that
watched
also aired here, but it was in a network I didn't like. So, so out of spite, I never watched. Yes, I out of
it's
spite,
so bad.
I have done so many things out of spite.
That's a mood.
Spite is my main motivator for everything.
Spite keeps me going in the morning.
Yeah. Yeah, some days I get up out of spite.
Oh, Xena. Right, like that's so sad. Alright, we're gonna try and press it again. And press it again. I think I knocked it off again. This one wasn't as perfect as a repressing, but I kind of had to I knocked a little bit too much shadow off. So I
It
didn't
still
hit this.
looks nice.
Oh yeah, no, it still looks good. I like how it looks
Yeah,
for sure.
you're doing a good job.
Thank you. I'm like really happy with how these came out.
I'm 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 laughing because our lives are always you doing something and me here like you're doing amazing, sweetie.
I need the encouragement from Fefy, okay? She's my emotional support.
Yeah, I'm
And
your
like I said,
emotional
I'm
support
using
baby.
the
Yeah,
Danessa Myricks Vision cover, cream cover,
yeah.
foundation bottle. It's literally perfect for repressing those 26mm pans
Foundation, concealer, and repressing tool
and
all in
repressing pans. Like, so here is Elphaba repressed. It looks
one. She
even
looks
better than Fossick.
nice. It looks nice. Thank you, Emily. You're amazing too.
You are amazing.
You're also nice.
Yeah, I think Emily, like the stuff that's there, I think I'm gonna put that in this empty container for like mixing purposes for Franken Shadows. But yes,
For
here
more Franken Shadow
is what
supply.
Elphaba looks like repressed using Faces by Gina as her method. It's, like I said, the bottom's a little dirty now, but the important part is the pan itself.
Yeah, the pan looks amazing.
I am happy with this. Thank you so much, Emily and Faye, and sincerely, Alex. Yeah, I was like, this one didn't get those random shimmer particles just knocked in it. I don't know where those came from. I'm unsurprised. They'll come off easily. Like, I can just, dust it off with a little brush earlier. But now we can put it back in the palette. I'm so excited.
Yay!
There's
And
that one.
again, the imprint on the paper it's super satisfying.
I do like that a lot. That one wasn't like perfect because I kind of had to go in twice, so it was a little off center.
Yeah, the whole process is very relaxing
But here we
and,
go.
and satisfying.
Da, 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 da.
Oh, she's reunited with her whole family.
Actually, I think I need to switch these guys. Watch me put my finger right in it after I repress it.
That happens. That happens.
We'll move Juncia down. I kind of had to like guess because I couldn't remember exactly how I had them, but there we go. That guy might need repressing because you can see it got a little busted on the corner there.
Yeah, it's a little. It's suffering a bit.
Just a bit. Yeah. And I was like, that one has a crack in it too, as you can see. So we might repress more of the shadows in here now that I know that that works. But
Yeah.
one, so that's Juncia that I repressed. And then here is Fossick that was also repressed using Faces by Gina dry repressing method. I'm so happy. They turned out so well, guys.
Yay! That's
Yay.
amazing.
Ooh, I want to watch Pose. Yeah, like this one turned out even better than Fossick. I'm really happy.
Yeah.
The Boys is really good, but yeah, it is definitely like that is like noir fiction for sure. It's very gory and dark.
Yeah. I'm not even going to say how many shows I need to watch because my
It's
to
so
watch
many. Same
my
with
to watch my to watch list is embarrassing.
my
I have been telling.
YouTube. Okay, so my YouTube watch later list is full. Fun fact, you can have 5,000 videos on a playlist and that is the max.
And you read
So I
it.
have a second watch later list, but I did. Yeah, no, The Boys is super violent. Like it's noir fiction
I
for
I
sure, but
call
it's
I
very
call my I call
but
my watch later list. These people need to get monetized list because I put people who need their watch hours in there.
my boyfriend and I just caught up on The Boys because the new season just came out. Yeah, you got to be in the mood for it for sure. Like you have to be
Yeah, I
careful
remember who
with
else
the
was watching
boys.
it. I think Audra liked that show as well.
Yeah, I think Audra did recommend The Boys too.
Yeah, I don't have Amazon Prime because money. So a lot of shows that I would be interested in watching, I can't because money.
You're just like cries in Chilean.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean we have it, but money. I can have more streaming stuff. Like I have enough with my book thing and Netflix and Spotify.
Gabby, that is blasphemy. That's blasphemy. Yeah, no, like Irene, you're literally in medical school.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
I think that's a valid.
Yeah.
That's valid.
You have a great excuse to not be able to watch stuff because med school is.
Med school be crazy.
I have a friend who graduated med school recently, and she's doing her internships and stuff now, and she has no time for anything. Like
Whew.
she was from the south, she moved to Santiago recently, but we were supposed to hang out. But
This
then
I have
this whole
left.
thing happened. So
I love that Elphaba looks like matcha powder.
yeah, it really does. It really does.
But yeah, I just use these little like screw top containers. Oh, yes, yes. So ATLA means Avatar: The Last Airbender. Yeah, if you have the time, watch Avatar: The Last Airbender, because it's like, it's the most wholesome thing, and oh, it's so good. It's so
Yeah, it sounds great. My friends talk about it all the time as well, and that's a show I actually want to watch because it doesn't
I
give me easy vibes like the other stuff they like.
I super hope you can like get access and watch it, Fefy, because I really do like, that's one of my favorite shows.
I think it might be on Netflix. It might be.
It might. And here's what the repressing
It
papers look like.
looks so nice.
I know, I love that one
It's
especially.
so,
It's just like
yeah, that
dark.
one's so pretty.
I'm really
That
happy with
one looks
how that
pretty.
turned out,
Yeah.
friends. I have some shit on VHS. I feel that. Oh, did they like lower the quality? Oh, the wire. Oh. Now that I've yawned, that probably means I should get
Uh,
off here.
I mean, for movies, it was getting better. Like they actually have a movie that won an Oscar and everything. So yay! And one that was nominated, and then another one that won an Oscar, but for like animated for short film as well. So they're doing well. And television, it's usually like telenovelas and a couple of TV series with seasons, but I think that the quality has declined.
Okay.
Since like if you ask me like what was the golden era of Chilean TV, I will tell you like the 90s, early 2000s. Now they are trying to be. There's a telenovela that has been on, well, had been on because they had to stop it because of Miss Rona for like 2 years and a half. And that's not telenovela behavior. That's a soap opera. And I'm like, why are you trying to be gringos here? Like, you're muted. You muted yourself. Or are you eating? Oh, Gabby, I have heard of that one. Oh, where did Eeyore went?
Can you hear me?
Yeah, you. I
Okay.
was like, did you mute yourself or was
No,
your
it
Wi-Fi
was just
acting
being
up? Like,
weird. I wasn't muted.
oh, yeah, Wi-Fi can be annoying. I'm sitting right next to my router, so maybe that's why. But like, I rewatched my live,
Okay, cool. Thank
and some parts were super blurry. I hope you were able to see me when I was doing my makeup because I was looking real pixely.
So like sometimes when you're doing it, it's like super duper clear, and then sometimes it'll go more pixelated. It's
Yeah,
interesting. And like I definitely feel like it depends on kind of like the day for
yeah.
you.
I was
Unfortunately.
looking I was looking real dial-up in internet chic at some point. Like I was like, what year is this? Is it
It's like
1998?
such a mood.
I
All
was like,
right.
at
Now
some point I'm going to have to get on the internet at 8 p.m. because it's cheaper or something.
right. get on after a certain time because it's cheaper. Sorry.
Yeah, we used to do that. And then the phone bill was still expensive.
Yup. I mean, mommy loves to gossip, so
Yeah, I mean now it's better because we have like a pretty good plan, and our phone bill has gone down a bit, which is nice.
that is nice.
Problem is, since it's winter, our
This
power bill,
like with all of the shadows back in it.
it's so pretty.
My
Also,
green.
I'm always like staring at it because I have so few greens.
This is like my pride and joy. I'm so happy. Most of these are from Divinah's like Kiss Me Clover bundle. One of them is Lime Lagoon from Lunatic Cosmetic Labs, and then there are 2 Sydney Grace shadows. Da-da-da. I even got eyeshadow on my medicine case. Entire moods. Like just trying to clean up just a little bit so I can easily shove the things back on my desk.
Yeah, my desk is a little messy, which that's the usual mood after I do my makeup.
Mine
But
is
it
like perpetually messy at this point.
but it's even messier after I do like get ready with me lives. Especially now that I found out that I need that where should I position myself to look clearer? I don't actually have a table right next to it, so I have to grab my desk and move it closer.
Rude.
And as I have mentioned before, the laptop is not on top of a table; it's on top of a bar stool that I had on my living room. But now,
Gabby, do you mean green like intimidating? Yeah, sometimes it's clear, sometimes it's not. How did I choose my green shadows? So Davina came out with their Kiss Me Clover bundle. Like I had a whole bunch of green shadows I wanted from them. And then one March they decided um, why they decided to do a bundle of a bunch of their greens. So I just bought the bundle instead of buying them all separate. Um, and then for Sydney Grace, again, that was a bundle. They did like their Icy Betch bundle to um, like rival Tarte because Tarte did that whole stupid joke thing. Yeah,
yeah, and the
I've
fact
been
that they
loving
thought
yellow.
that was a joke, so funny. That's still so funny to me.
Yeah, and as
The
you can
fact
see
that they
here,
thought it was a
like
joke.
I will admit to like the warm green side usually calls to me more than the cool greens on over here.
Yeah, I
So
like I
as you
said,
can
I
see,
do
I did
want.
like half and half because
Yeah,
these 2 shadows over here are like almost blue.
yeah, I do want like a minty situation, but I also like olives and grungy greens as well. I
Do
like all the I like all the greens equally. They're all my children.
yeah, that's the whole thing. It's like I do because like a lot of people like in their collection will usually have a couple cool toned greens because that's what brands like to put in there a lot of times, unfortunately.
Hmm.
I shouldn't even say unfortunately because I do like blue toned greens,
I
but
like all the greens.
I will admit to like warm toned greens calling me more for sure, like Emily said.
Yeah.
Yeah, olive greens I love so much, Irene, so much. The warm green situation is my favorite for sure. I
Oh
hope you
no.
do it in a mean way. I hope you like try again. I hate it like when you take a risk and then someone says something to you and then your anxiety
And
panics
you're
and then
like,
you want
oh,
to
what did they mean by that? It's very
right, exactly. Like what do they mean by that? Okay, cool. I'm never gonna do this again.
yeah.
Because like
It's
that's
like,
so much
was
anxiety.
that a compliment? Yeah, so today I was actually kinda um reluctant at first to share my look because I have had people tell me that I look sick when I wear orange on my eyes. So
So rude. It's like whatever. If I want to look fabulously sick, let me look fabulously sick, bitch.
yeah, if I look a bit like a zombie, whatever.
Let people live their lives. Let them be happy. I always try to make it because like Ohio's so annoying. The tones. Okay, I see. Yeah, and some people don't just think before speaking, unfortunately. Yeah, I was
yeah,
like glad that they didn't mean it in like a mean way. Because I definitely like could see myself being like, oh dang, you really are wearing that eyeshadow. Like in like a positive, like, damn, you're wearing it. It looks good
like
way.
you did the thing.
Right, exactly. So I'm like, I'm sorry that that happened though, because that sucks. And it's never a good feeling. Especially when you're like already insecure about trying the new thing. And then it just like, you're like, oh, you pointed it out. Okay, we're never doing that again. All right, bye. You were a Grinch, Loki. Literally, one of these Divina shadows is called Grinch. So that's funny. I love it. It's like, what?
yeah, Grinch chic is a good look.
It is. It's the best look. I love me some greens. As you already well know.
Yeah, we are all members of Green Gang here, so
Yes, we are.
Green Gang.
Just kind of clearing up my desk here. In an effort to make it less messy when I go to sleep.
With a pool noodle.
Embrace the Grinch. I was about to say violence with a pool noodle. Oh my god. Nusha me getting fired up about things.
Yeah, all of us with a pool noodle, like, we ride at dawn.
I'm like, I'm going to beat you to death with this eyeshadow brush. It's gonna take a while, but I don't care.
For me, I like all colors, but every day I get more and more annoyed that why we need the uncooked chicken shade in every palette. Like, what the hell? We already have it.
I'm trying to.
Everyone who's into makeup owns a powder. So
Yes. For me, I'm like, I love black and gray, honestly. But creams like that Natasha Denona transition shade, like, can we stop making those except for maybe a single in a couple
the
brands,
the
please?
Natasha Denona transition shade because you transition into the afterlife with that one.
Here, would you like to see what I would use as a transition shade? This powder room right
Yeah,
here. That
same. That's a shade that I use as a
this is
transition.
uncooked winter chicken shade transition shade.
Yeah,
Like this
yeah,
is what we use, us pale people use as a transition.
yeah.
What
I think the
Natasha put
transition.
in was this, and this is a blend out shade. Maybe
Yeah,
if I'm doing
yeah.
a brown,
Maybe emphasis
maybe
in maybe. We
because
were talking about that.
it can make your look go ashy even on pale skin.
Yeah, yeah. The amount of times that I have used like on the brow bone or whatever, and then it touched the other eyeshadow and it looked
Yeah,
not
like
the color that I intended.
something, it makes me want to fight her.
Yeah.
like you have this loyal base for what? Like, what are you doing? What
Yeah.
are you actually doing with your brand?
Natasha the Nope needs to.
Okay. I do my waterline like every time unless I forget, to be honest.
I do my waterline when I feel like it. And sometimes I don't.
Teals. Yeah, I don't like the creams are just you can leave
But
it.
I really,
Like
it's
once
weird
again,
because I
like
really do like the looks in which I do my waterline, but sometimes I don't feel like it.
so like this is a good example of like when I do transitions, so all of these light shades at the
Yeah,
top and over here, these are what I use for transitions when doing colorful looks with greens. I don't use a fucking cream shadow. And like I said, even if you're doing a brown look and use that to blend out, it can make your whole look go ashy
yeah,
depending on what you're using. And it can look ashy even on like me and Fefy. So it's
yeah.
just there's she could have put a darker shade in there that would have been more flattering to the palette.
I mean,
Even on
when I was doing my mushroom look on the light with Mo, I immediately went with a mushroomy shade. I never used a cream. At no point of my makeup did I use a cream because setting your primer, like, I don't do that. I have never done that.
I'm like sometimes I do, but it's like it's very
Yeah.
formula dependent. Only if the formula needs it will I set my primer.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, like and Angelica Nyqvist was one of the people who taught me like you don't like brown isn't a transition shade. You can use whatever transition you want depending on
Yeah.
your
Yeah. A color that is like Emily said, a color can be a transition. So I do that.
I feel that, Gabby. I yeah, like no hate to her. I like it does seem like she has been doing better lately, which is good to see
Like,
because we want to see growth. Growth is
did you
important.
did you see the new palettes that she's putting out?
I haven't
Because
seen palettes.
the
I
shimmers,
thought it was pretty
the
cool.
shimmers are shades I would like potentially, but they all have that annoying cream shade, and that's annoying. They all have like mattes that are kind of or entirely ashy. So no.
I see. Okay. I thought we were talking about a good example. Well, that's unfortunate. Sorry.
Yeah, I was mentioning that because we were talking about the cream shade.
We don't need it. We don't want it. We didn't ask
Yeah.
for it. We didn't ask for it.
Yeah,
Yes,
there's
especially in nine
they're
pans. Like
too
you
soft.
have 9 shadows, and
Yeah,
that's what it shows.
yeah. Those are too soft in tone. Yeah.
Honestly, though, Gabby,
A robot.
or some like white dude who doesn't wear makeup, which is basically a robot.
Yeah, probably.
Oh, don't mind me while I do the meds. Before I forget.
Don't worry, the meds are important.
There we go.
It's always important to take your meds.
Oh,
Remember that, children. PSA.
right. Take your meds. Do not be like me. Be smarter than Emily. And always take your meds on time. Oh, good lord. Oh my gosh, my desk is actually semi-clean. It's not even been 4 hours yet. Should we
Wow. You said you were going to do a thing, and you do the thing before 8 hours.
I did. Look at me.
I'm proud. I'm really proud of you.
Thank
You're doing a
you.
good job.
Yes, med time. Med time, take your water.
Mhm.
Med time, take your water. Drink your water.
Yeah, I saw those palettes, and no, they don't look like they would. Little too light. Little too light.
Yeah, no, I hadn't seen them yet, but I'll have to go look them up now. Yeah, I will. I feel like I won't be too much productive from now on because, like, my brain's kind of scattered at this point.
Mm-hmm.
Like the video if you haven't already.
Yeah, don't forget to like. Don't forget to like and scrub it up.
Scrub a dub, scrub and bubble, lick and scrubble,
Yeah,
scribble scrab, whatever word you would like to use.
yeah. All of those.
Yeah, I'm really tired of it too. And like, I'm sure it's 1,000% more frustrating as someone with dark skin.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Right, like who was making this shit? Oh, thank you.
The fact that they're like, oh, but people are going to need a cream shade, as if everyone has one palette. I mean, there are people who have one palette, but
Right, but it's like you could just go buy the Wet and Wild $1 single.
yeah, I have that.
Right, exactly.
I
Like
have
that's
that.
what
It's
people always talk
nice.
about. Tara Babies. Like that's the one she always uses, and it's like it is like a nice. It's like more translucent too, so like it won't turn your whole thing ashy if you
Yeah,
use that.
it's kind of translucent, powdery. Like,
Yes, and I think that's why people like it so much for like setting their primers and like as a blend out shade for a neutral look. So
I
I can see
might
why it
have
got
to try
popular.
it. I might have to experiment with it as a powder as well. Hmm.
You are so welcome, Nusha. Thank you for joining us, and thank you for the 10 people who are hanging on. I appreciate you so
Yeah,
much. Thank you. Yeah, here, let me show my palette one more time.
your pride and joy.
My pride and joy. Yeah, so like a khaki haze palette with a cream, like a light cream, that makes no sense.
Yeah,
So to recap once more, we repressed Fossick from Divinah right here, and it repressed
like
well.
those shades that Eeyore has over there would work on a khaki palette.
Yeah, so like the ones in this row with
Yeah,
Fossick, that would be great for a khaki palette, or even I think this one's, let's see, Juncia. This would be like a really good one for a khaki palette as like a blend out shade. That's Juncia there. It's a very brown based green, and these are darker.
yeah, a pale green would have been nice
For anyone
as
curious,
a
thank you,
as a
Emily. Yeah,
transition
like even a weird
brandy.
one.
Yeah,
Oh, thank you so much, Nusha. And thank you, Emily. Like, I'm so happy you guys got to witness the restoring
yeah,
of my.
that
And
would
I'm
be
so,
fantastic. Yeah,
like, bless you guys, because I really didn't lose that much product either in the pan, if we're being honest. Because, like, Davina fills their shadows up pretty far. Um, so thank you
yeah, that's
so much, Emily. And
that's nice
Faye,
for
everybody
repair.
who shared Faces by Gina, because, like, that just enabled me to save two of my favorite shadows. So I really appreciate that so much.
Yay!
Like,
Very
the best.
exciting.
The best.
That's that's super exciting that you found a method that works
Gosh, I
really
can't
well.
believe how well that worked. And then I'm really glad that that one cap worked too. So
Yeah,
I'm
the fact that it was the perfect size and you didn't have to have one of those tile thingies.
I know. I was thinking I was gonna have to buy a tile. Like, obviously, if I do other other sizes, I might
I
have to
mean,
buy
yeah,
tiles.
if you do other sizes, it would be nice
This
to
was
have a
literally
tile
perfect.
just in case. Yeah,
And
that's
it's
perfect.
great because you can like put your thumb on top and then just like literally like just press it down and like kind of hold. So it's like the perfect pressing tile for
Like I
26.
said, they should market it like that as a pressing tool.
It's a pressing
Foundation.
tile and a full coverage foundation, but
Yeah,
you can also water it down, or not water it down, but sheer it
yeah.
out.
3 in 1 foundation, concealer, pressing tool.
Look at you, Janessa. It's a triple threat, just like herself.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I also saw the quarter. I was thinking about that, but I was hoping I could like find something that was smooth, and I'm really glad at that. I like was just kind of like pulling random things and like putting them in a pan and seeing if they were the right
Like,
size.
is this like the pan? I don't know.
Yes, a quarter is also the perfect size for 26mm pan repressing. And I just used a little bit of parchment paper, but you can use like that's wax paper.
Mhm.
Oh, circular magnets isn't a bad idea either. But yes, quarters
Oh,
are like one of the perfect size. You can just kind of like put them in there. Circular magnets is a good idea. That's
yeah,
smart.
that's nice. That's a good idea.
Even see if you have anything like this in your like cosmetics and see if any of them fit nicely into a pan. Yep. I don't know if I have quarters. That's also a mood. Yeah, if you use wax paper though, it probably wouldn't leave an imprint, depending on how thick the paper is and how soft the shadow. Thanks, Irene. No, like magnets. That's such a good idea too. Okay, I'm just rambling at this point. I love you guys so much. Thank you. Thank you so much for hanging out. And I'm really glad we got to. I'm glad you got to witness the repressing in action.
Yay.
Yeah, you never know what might work, just like kind of see if you have like a cap in your collection that's similar to the one that I just found with the Danessa. I literally was just picking up random objects,
Yeah.
looking for something that could be a repressing tool. Okay.
Mhm.
Thank you so much for joining me, Fefy, too. And
Thank you for having me. It's
I
always
wanna
super
have to
fun.
um social medias in the link as well, or in this in the box, because I know Lisa's is up there. I kind of threw it up just like real quick and then sent the link to her. Thank you so
Mhm.
much. Yay! I'm glad it was fun, and hopefully Emily too. Like the second bringing in your phone as like an overhead view as a second camera. Hopefully, maybe that gives you some ideas too. I wasn't sure if it was gonna work or not. Good night, friends. It was so lovely to hang out with you. Thank you for keeping me company while I repressed
Mhm.
and could talk through my nervousness and be like, oh my God.
Yeah.
So well. And also for making me feel better after I actually repressed the first one. So thank you. Okay, bye guys. Thank you so much.
Bye.